Hey, welcome to the Realms. I'm making sure all my devices are turned off sound-wise here. I don't want to be that guy today.
There's always one.
There's always one.
Was there one last time? I don't think there was.
Yeah. Anyway, we are here to continue our ongoing Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, Saga of the Storm. And let's do a quick introduction of our characters. I don't care about your real names anymore. We don't even have... Your real names are gone. They're not on the stream anymore.
Aww.
It's all character names listed underneath your pictures here.
It's true.
High die, low die.
So...
Let's go low this time.
Yeah, low die starts it. Go.
Great.
I go
3.
3.
5.
1.
Wow! We did not go over 5. Nice.
We collectively rolled a 12.
That is a group of bad rollers right
We're
there.
gonna do great tonight.
That's all you.
Hopefully
Yeah.
this doesn't.
Hey everybody, I am Von Vinatrina, Tiernader, your Arctic elf storm druid.
Hello, I am Kazma, your friendly neighborhood ranger dwarf.
And hello, I am Jax Mortica, a young rancher and doesn't really want to go on adventures. And I am Silvari, the one within.
And I'm Bork.
Some description. Come on.
Oh. The Goblin Bard. / the Mighty.
Jax the Creeper is correct.
Jax the Creeper. Jax isn't the Creeper, he's the kid.
Okay, so let me bring up my notes here, and I'll do a quick little recap. There's actually a lot that happened in the game last week.
Yeah, there's a couple things.
It was kind of sad.
You guys can
stuff happened.
feel free to interject if I miss something here.
So what happened was...
I object.
Interject.
Oh.
Add.
Going
Not
to
stop.
be improv history.
Everything was happy and nothing bad happened. Yeah, is that what we're going for? So
That was a car.
the game last session started with a fire at Vin's house where you guys ran over to find her house engulfed in flames and her father lying dying inside of what appeared to be a spear wound in the gut. You guys dragged him out, found a bloody knife on the floor. He ended up dying shortly thereafter. You guys accompanied Vin as she carried him into the sacred grove to bury him, but while you were there, the Ulfin ran by, and you guys took flight after him. Had a brief confrontation with him in the woods where he explained that he was hunting down and chasing down the storm, and then he took off again. You guys let him go. Went back, finished the ceremony, and then the group kind of split up.
Because that's always the best thing to do.
Yep.
We did it
Wow.
twice. We're good like that.
It got you stabbed.
It did.
A fair amount.
Yeah, you went home to find your house torn apart. Or you went to your room and then you heard something come in. You go out. There is a creature later identified to you as a hyena. And then as you were standing there, your mother walked into the door. Combat ensued. A gnoll warrior came in, threw a spear, and killed your mother with it. And then you killed the hyena, so it was fair. And and then were knocked unconscious by the gnoll. You had returned home to get your stuff.
Yep.
Nothing bad happened.
Correct.
Can I be a goblin?
And
I'll make you an honorary goblin.
you
Get
had
you a
gone
fake
home
mustache.
as well, accompanied by Von Vinatrina, who to find that your father and one of your sisters had been killed in the house. You followed tracks out into the woods, finding one of these gnoll warriors and hyenas attacking your mother and other sister. The Ulfin rushed to their defense, engaging with the gnoll warrior. You guys managed to kill the hyena and drive the gnoll warrior off. Mm-hmm. And before leaving your unconscious mother in the woods, as you guys headed back into town.
It wasn't my mother at the time.
And back in town, the Ulfin woke you up. You found out your sister was also killed. You ended up burning the house down. This drew the crowd over, who included all of these fine adventurers. And you guys informed the town what was going on, that there are these monsters lurking in the woods, and returned to Jax's house. Went and retrieved his mother and sister, got them back into the house, talked more to the Ulfin, whose name is Karn, and he had explained that you were his last clue. He has been hunting the storm for some time now, and he was planning on going to Riddleport after this.
We had gone out to where he wanted to show us something, and he showed us.
That's right. You guys did go out, and he did show you the end of the storm.
Yep.
Yeah, he
where
showed us the storm's
vanished.
trail.
Yep.
Yeah. In my defense, we left his unconscious mother with his very conscious and probably capable sister, and we were very concerned for our other friends.
If we can addend that
So-
to also most likely emotionally traumatized sister.
Also
That's
younger sister.
Yeah.
Still capable, still. I mean, the danger was over for them. We didn't know about the danger for him.
All's right with the world. Oh, and I got knocked out with a shovel.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be giggling maniacally at that.
Yeah. You had that coming.
Fair enough.
So yeah, where we left off, you guys were getting ready to kind of get some rest. You guys had pushed yourselves well past exhaustion,
Correct.
and we're gonna get some sleep and planned on leaving in the morning.
Do I get double experience for defeating the farm boy and the sorcerer?
Ooh, good question.
Did you defeat him? Did you win the battle or the war?
He's not
unconscious.
walking.
There was some heads getting thunked with shovels. That is true.
Yes, it was.
All right, so that's where we're gonna pick up is early the next morning then.
Okay. Wait, I'm trying to remember. Where did we decide to sleep? Because all our houses are burned down.
That the ranch.
My house
that
is
would-
burned down. Oh, that's right. Your house didn't
Yeah,
burn
because
down.
that's
Yeah,
where
his
we
house.
ended up.
You guys ended up at Jax's farm, just outside of town, and all the animals had been slaughtered there as well,
That's right.
thus robbing the party of an opportunity to have free horses.
Or food.
I mean, there's still food.
For me,
Yeah. Were we able to salvage any of the livestock so that it could be?
No one tried.
Well, we kind of left off with that, right?
Yeah.
We were like, oh, they're really.
Well, they
Are
were
we-
they were torn apart by wild animals.
Right, yeah. Was there any part of it salvageable?
Yeah.
Because I feel like at this point, I would help you do that.
I would know. I'm knocked out.
Well, you don't stay knocked out forever.
Overnight, I would imagine.
I'm familiar with probably.
Okay. So his dad is there still,
His
right?
dad's dead.
His dad's dead. Mom's alive.
Yep, mom's
knocked
alive
out.
but gravely injured, and
Okay.
I just
All right.
stabilized her.
I guess I'll do. This is what I'll do to be helpful until can't do it anymore.
okay.
I can help.
You can help.
I can help.
We try to salvage as much of the meat as we can off of the animals.
Okay.
I'll help too.
Aww.
What?
My skill
Well-
feat is called Forager. It makes all my failures into successes on survival checks for
Nice.
foraging and scavenging.
Nice.
Cool.
Yay.
What's that in? Because I want that.
It's,
Teach me your ways.
So
Probably
you guys
gotta
spend a
cool
few
down.
hours doing that. It's exhausting work. So yeah, come nighttime,
Withdrawing is
once the sun
tiring.
starts to set, it's pretty easy to get to sleep. Even in
Yep.
because you guys have been
all
not quite up
day.
for 2 days. You guys got like an hour and a
Right.
half of sleep before you were woken up by the storm. So
Running on a lot of adrenaline and
Sadness.
yeah,
I was trying to find the word.
I was probably hungover half the time anyway.
Cool.
Not really.
So, morning breaks.
yes. So morning breaks. We are on the morning of the 9th of Neth now. Is that 5 times fast?
No.
Morning of Neth now.
Ninth
ninth of Neth.
now.
9th of Neth.
On the morning of the 9th of Neth.
Neth.
Neff. Not Neff.
N-E-T-H.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
That's enough of that.
Ulf went into the village, right?
Yes. He said he'd come back in the morning.
Okay. What's our plan from here?
Sounds
We're
like
just gonna follow this guy.
Riddleport's as good a place as any, I think, to find answers.
I wonder if they have a library.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go.
I come out of my room.
Anything in our nation, they're probably the one place that has most libraries, I would think.
Oh.
Where?
Riddleport.
Have you ever seen Riddleport?
Oh, it's got the most of some other stuff, too, I hear.
Yeah, I've heard stories. I've never been, but I've heard stories, so.
Such as?
Pirates.
Ooh.
There's a big stone archway that spans an entire bay,
And nobody knows what it does.
Less cool.
covered in runes.
I would like to see this.
Do
It's
they sail pirate ships through this?
yes.
I would
It's the opening. It's the opening to the port. So all the ships sail through this archway.
And
Interesting.
nothing happens to the ships?
No.
So then I would assume that the arch does nothing.
Well,
All
there's
right,
no-
let's go there.
What if it does something if you know how to read the runes?
Touche.
Except I've been told, grandfather used to tell that nobody knew how to read it. They have all sorts of scholars studying it, and
It's like
Somebody at
ancient-
some point knew how to read it.
Ancient Thessalonian.
yes,
Oh.
But do they have goblin scholars?
I'm gonna say no.
No, I
but
didn't
I don't
think
know.
I don't know if anybody has any of those.
That's a good point, too.
I go in and check on my mother.
They're that rare.
Is she conscious? Or?
Yes.
She's hurt pretty bad. I mean, she's
Could I not heal her?
good.
Oh.
Have you?
Did I try to heal her?
You didn't, but
I
can you?
didn't. Yeah, can I try to do that, like, as of the evening before? Like,
Sure.
okay, because I still had some
Spells left.
spells left, yeah. Mm-hmm. Never mind, no, I didn't.
Okay. That's what I thought.
But next day,
How does healing work on this overnight stuff? Is it just like
You
a hit
heal,
point?
I think, 1 hit point per level.
Oh.
Wow.
Plus con mod?
No, this is old school. This is old school D&D.
This is old school.
Not that newfangled stuff we got.
wake up the next morning.
I know. Well, Pathfinder's based on Dungeons and
I know.
Dragons, so come on now.
It's not that much of an insult.
It's the right path.
I don't know what that means.
So,
Next morning, just loud knock at the door.
I'll go and answer it.
Sun isn't even quite up all the way.
Curled up next to the fire.
Hello?
It's Karn standing there. He has his pack on. You ready?
Yes, I guess.
He looks over, sees Bork sleeping by the fire, doesn't see your other companions here.
I'll step in. I'll step in to let him in. Just have a
He would have
seat.
seen us. We were standing around talking.
Or are you guys?
No, you guys were foraging horses.
That was the day before.
That was the
That
night
was
before.
Oh, the night
Yeah.
before.
So are you guys down in the main room then in the
Yeah,
morning
we
already?
would have been sipping on our tea or whatever. And
Okay.
Having this that was an actual conversation we were having.
Yeah, about Riddleport.
Yeah.
So,
Just in time for ale and eggs.
yeah, come on in. We're
I wake
having
up.
some breakfast, so might as well get a breakfast before you hit the road. So,
Did someone say ale and eggs?
I did.
I didn't say ale, but I can whip
This
up
guy
some
said
eggs.
ale.
But somebody did.
I'll just whip up some eggs and bacon. Nice crispy bacon.
Where did you spend the night?
Outside of town.
Excuse me.
He's got a pretty burly looking pack on too. Like,
So this ale.
comes in, pulls his hood back.
Start cooking up some eggs and bacon.
I quickly get all my stuff
Oh, yeah.
together I mean, we probably scavenged around your house for whatever we could, packs and
Can't see my character sheet.
enough gear to have.
Like, I can now. It's true.
Now you're shorter. Okay. I come in. I just set it on the little center table there. Help yourself.
Well,
Don't be ravenous.
there's
Some
Probably-
others have some too.
probably plenty now.
Yes. And then I'll go and bring some to my mom and sister.
Okay. So you guys have like your packs and stuff sitting on the floor there. Are they pretty full? I mean, are you guys? How prepared are you?
I got all my stuff that I own.
Okay.
The rest of it burnt down.
Do you have like a tent? Do you have,
Oh, do I have like a tent?
That's what I'm at. Like, how well
Oh.
supplied do you look?
So I have like mountaineering equipment
Okay.
and winter clothing,
Okay, that'll be good.
right? And an adventurer's pack. Just a bunch of little stuff. I don't have like a tent
Okay.
or anything, but I have lots of like climbing stuff and tools and stuff.
When I come back out, I'll bring out my backpack. It's got bedroll attached to it and rope bound to the side. I got a bandolier across my chest, and I got a heavy coat that I lay on top of the pack. And I don't have a tent, but that's fine.
Okay.
Pack's full of some rations and torches and such.
Me too.
So you guys look moderately well equipped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. While you were sleeping, I looked around for some items. I didn't think you would mind, but I found this backpack with all this traveling stuff that I think might have been your dad's.
It was.
Do you mind if I
No,
use
you
it?
would-
I think we might.
He would
need it.
absolutely want you to use it
Thank you.
rather than go without. So
Thank you. And I managed to get my healer's tools.
Okay.
I'll go back in and talk to my sister and just say we're leaving.
Where are you going?
We're gonna go find out what did this.
Who's going to take care of the farm?
Well, you and Mom will. Hopefully, Mom will be all right. If not, just lean on the townsfolk to help out. A lot of people have had a lot of loss, so. And I don't mean to leave you, but we have to find out who did this to us. For
Okay.
Dad
Did we get like
and sister.
a lot of their livestock kind of salvaged where it can be dried and turned into salted meats and stuff or anything?
Some of it.
Is it like it'll last them the winter time?
Enough that the family will probably be okay, but they're not going to have a lot to trade or do anything with. Like, their livelihood is going to be rough to come back from.
A lot of people in this village is going to be that way.
Yeah.
What was the name of that village that wasn't far from here that my
I don't think
or
we
that
ever
my
put a name to it.
father? Oh, okay. Is it near here? Like on the way to Riddleport, maybe?
No. It's further north.
Is there a neighboring village somewhere close?
You guys, well, there's a reason you guys are called Storm's End.
Right.
It's kind of the end of,
End of the road.
We went to Storm's End.
Did it?
If worse comes to worse and you can't restart, if I'm not back by then, sell the farm. And, just come up with a smaller plot, and I will, when I'm back, I'll send money so that we can
okay.
get restarted.
She just looks at you kind of in shock, like,
It's not ideal. And I don't want to go, but I need to find out who did this. But I will send money, so just stay close. Have the doctor come and check Mom out when the town is settled. She should be stabilized. And we'll go from there.
better come back.
I will. And I'll go to give her a hug.
Yeah, she gives you a big hug.
And give my mom a kiss on the forehead. And walk out. Walk back out to these guys.
As he comes walking that way, I go walking back to talk to his sister.
Okay.
Do you think you should give her a head start?
Is the door open still?
Yeah.
I'm like, don't worry. It looks like we beat some sense
I
into
don't
him.
think I should.
I think whatever strangeness he had is gone. And if it comes back, I guess we'll try to beat it out of him again.
Okay.
I give her like some kind of weird salute. And turn around and walk off.
We don't know what we'll face on this journey, and I should preserve all the energy that I can. I think she'll be okay, and time will heal her.
And I come back in. All right. I'm ready to go.
Let's go. Look at.
He grabs his pack, puts it on, just turns and walks out the door.
I put my shoulder in my pack and determined look on my face and follow him out the door.
Come walking into the living room, like hat kicked forward. Go over and grab my bag, like,
Got it there?
let's do this.
All right.
Walk
Grab-
out the door, turn, grab the shovel.
Grab my pack, put it on, drape my coat across the back of it.
Add that to your list.
Oh,
Got a shovel.
I'm adding the shovel. I guess that'd be under readied.
No.
All right, so you guys head out.
To adventure.
Your home is kind of on the opposite side of the town from where Riddleport would be, so you guys kind of walk through the town just as day is breaking and the town is starting to kind of come to life. It's cold too. Once again, this is, beginning of the equivalent of November, and there's cold winds blowing down from the north, which once again you didn't predict. But it seems that whatever storm thing happened here really screwed up the weather pattern. And so it feels like it's bringing down colder wind that you weren't expecting for another week or so.
Okay.
And you guys kind of get through. There's like a few people that kind of stop and watch you guys go. All of you with your packs on. And
If there's anybody along the way, like, I don't know, who looked like they were taking charge. You said last time we were talking about somebody who would be next for mayor that we were talking to.
Yeah, that was your dad.
No, I know, but
that,
apart from that,
no, that was
no.
there was no one really stepping up.
Is there a healer or something?
Yeah, there'd be like a medicine person in town.
I'd stop in and talk to them.
That was her dad.
Killing me. Stop in and talk to the
That is true. That kind of was her.
the in-town healer,
Okay.
the druggist or whatever, and just say, my mother's.
Totally different guy than druggist.
I know. My father and sister have been slain, but my mother and my other sister are at the house, and my mother's been gravely wounded. So if you could look in.
I'll stop in as soon as I can.
Okay, thank you. And I will give him 30 silver.
Wow.
See that they're taken care of through, as best you can.
I will.
Kiss your pencil.
Oh, I suppose.
Thank you.
So, does that mean Bork's dad is up for mayor now?
Oh, please, no.
Got enough kids, he could probably sway the vote a little.
Yeah.
Rigging.
I'll come back to fight that.
I think they kept the voting age at 18 regardless of...
Oh,
that's rough.
It's a celebration when a goblin can vote in town.
They're the
There's only
elders.
2 years of them left.
Okay, so we head out into the open fields.
I neglected to mention that I got the goblin doll back.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't leave it there.
Okay. Who'd you give it to?
I think it was on
No,
him
I
while he
think it
was. I thought
Oh,
you
yeah, you
left it on
did.
him while he was unconscious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have
So
recollected
you
it.
retrieved your goblin doll.
Yes. Don't leave home without it.
All right. So you guys, begin the march. The first step of a 200-mile journey.
This is probably a good 180 miles further than I've ever gone from town.
I've never left town.
I'm not going to say no to somebody giving me a piggyback ride.
I'm not giving you a piggyback ride.
That's
Nor am
fine.
I.
Well, I wouldn't want one from you anyway.
I'm going to say no, but if he whines enough later on,
Noted.
Do we know it's going to be a 200-mile trip?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You guys have never really been out of the village before.
on some long distance hunting trips.
It's only this far on the map.
How long did that take?
Right. It's like right over that next hill, right?
Yeah.
500 hills later. It's right over the next hill.
Is it all like heavily forested or?
You guys are in kind of the foothills of the mountains,
Okay.
so
And I think Riddleport's surrounded by mountains for the most part, too.
yeah, it's gonna be a fun journey.
After the sun breaks the horizon, I'll start looking around and see if I see the bird.
You do. It's flying.
I knew I should have bought a crossbow.
I've got a sling.
So yeah. Oh, you gonna say something?
So, as creepy and weird as it is, the other personality inside of him did use some pretty impressive magic. It was helpful in the moment. In fact, we should probably talk about this other person inside of you as we're walking. You should probably know about it. Does it ever let you see what's happening?
Well, since this morning, since I woke up after I was hit in the head with a shovel, he's been talking to me. So,
Okay. What's he talking to you about?
nothing. He appreciates that you appreciated his magic.
You hear voices in your head.
Yeah?
I hand the big guy the shovel.
Now, after I got
Okay.
hit in the head with the shovel, now I hear the voice.
So he wasn't talking to you before you got hit in the head with a shovel?
No.
Why is he talking
Good
to you
call.
now?
He says because we need to learn to work together.
Is he ever going to leave you alone?
Wait, us or like you and him?
Me and him. He's looking for something. He can't remember. His memory is spotty at best.
So
But
how's he
he'll
going to know when he finds it?
he'll know when he sees it,
Oh, okay.
or he might remember. He's not sure. No, I'm not telling her that.
So there's a voice in your head that's looking for something, but it doesn't know what it is until it sees it.
Or it remembers.
I
Yeah,
pick up a rock. Is this it?
it's not.
I pick up a different rock. Is this it?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's not. He hasn't even told me.
Oh, okay.
So
So can it like be in anybody or just yours? Like can you go to a different body?
no. He was trapped inside that necklace. That
So now he's trapped inside your head?
now he's trapped in me. Yeah. We pretty much occupy the same space. So why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just wondering when you're going to realize how creepy and unsettling that is.
You commune with nature. You know, that's
I'm pretty sure nature doesn't get all creepy in her head, though.
communing with nature is not the same as being able to control its body and take over its mind and say really creepy things to me, by the way.
I no. No. He says it's because our grandparents and parents and the like did something to him. He can't remember, but that's why he's here. He was trapped inside that for...
Like for vengeance?
No, it's not vengeance. He doesn't know.
How do you know it's not for vengeance?
He could be lying to you.
He could be lying
He could,
to
but
you.
what am I going to do? He's in me. I can't... I'm stuck with this. Maybe it's over that next hill.
Yep.
So, if you die, does it die as well, or does it get set free?
I'd rather not find out.
Yeah, let's hold the brakes on that one there, Chief.
Don't die.
I don't plan to. The bird lands on my shoulder.
I pull out my sling.
It won't matter. It's not a real bird.
I'm just pulling out my sling.
It's not a real bird?
No,
Looks real.
Well, it's corporeal. Whoa, what's that word?
I was gonna say that's a big word for it.
I reach up and touch it. It's a real bird.
But it's not a real bird?
The bird looks down at the feathers that I've ruffled and like preens itself and is like, I'm as real as either of any of you. I'm just better.
Is it talking in a bird voice or a person voice?
No, it's talking in a person voice. Although I got to come up with a better dialect for it.
That's really unsettling to hear a person voice come out of a bird.
What did you expect me to go, I probably want a cracker? No, I'm not doing that.
As a matter of fact.
Well, that's not me. I am of the Fae, if you understand that, but I doubt it because you mortals are all not with it.
Does the big guy have a bow?
You just see the... No, he didn't have a bow.
Okay,
He has
okay.
the battle axe. and
Okay. I was just
a couple
curious.
small hatchets.
I am a familiar.
You're familiar with what?
I am a familiar.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're a... Oh. So the elf does have some humor. Anyways.
Oh, I'm gone.
Okay, good.
This is all talking.
As we're
Like, I'm
walking and
not
talking.
around this.
Walking and talking.
200 miles minus 100 yards.
Anyways. My name's Ailish. How are you?
It's a lovely name.
Thank you.
So you're the other things familiar.
Correct.
So
I think the other thing has a name.
what's the other guy's name?
Silvari.
Silvari. So did Silvari make you his familiar, or did you choose to be his familiar recently, or have you been his familiar for a long time?
No, I've been his familiar for a long time.
Okay, so how did you know that he suddenly was not in the necklace anymore?
Because he summoned me.
Oh, where were you before?
I was in my home plane.
Gotcha. Just waiting around,
Living my own life.
doing your thing.
Doing my
Oh,
thing.
okay.
We have a partnership.
So do you remember how he got put in the necklace?
No, that was a long time ago.
And you don't remember it?
No, I don't remember things of the mortal realm. I'm here to do what I need to do, and then I go back. Everything else is paltry.
Okay.
I remember there was a fight, and a bunch of mortals and my master, and something happened, but I'm not sure what.
He's your master now? I thought you said it was a partnership.
Partnership that he commands. I'm okay with it. I make out in the deal.
So you view yourself as an apprentice?
No.
That's,
Perhaps a journeyman?
you
I'd like journeyman. That sounds good.
Crap.
Cool.
As you guys are walking, the day gets cooler. Wind steadily blowing down from the north. You have areas where you're walking through the foothills where you're sheltered from it, and then areas where you just get the full blast of the wind wrapping around. Those moments are not good. Like the
Do I still feel comfortable?
You do.
Okay.
Yep. You're better acclimated to this. Karn also seems really unfazed by it as he's going. And you a little bit after like noon comes and goes, and Karn makes no like, we should stop and have lunch. That never comes up. He just seems content to continue putting one foot in front of the other.
I'm a farm kid, so if I didn't have to eat, then that's fine.
I probably have to keep reminding myself to pick more berries on the way to help for everybody else. Because I probably just eat and go,
Yeah.
going out in the woods all the time and stuff.
Yeah, well, he keeps a pretty good pace too. Like he keeps you guys moving along pretty good. I think everybody's the same speed, or you might be a little bit faster than everybody, but I don't think there's anybody that slows the group down per se.
I would have
Maybe-
probably dipped into my trail rations for the third time today.
You're on your third day already.
Well, we need to keep him fed, or he will go ravenous.
I have a high metabolism.
And this far north, and you know, it's right around, you know, it would be like 5 or 5:30 in the evening when it starts to get dark. And so yeah, the sun is the sun is setting in front of you guys as you guys are walking west. And when you see just like it's pine forest on and off again in the foothills here, but you see what looks like a Varisian merchant wagon up ahead on the road.
Does it look familiar?
Maybe, yeah, it does.
It's a lone wagon,
A lone wagon.
like the one that's
And
missing.
it's
We
like-
gotta go check that out.
It's not it's off the road slightly, like leaning up against a couple of pine trees, like
Like it was tipped over?
not quite tipped over, but it's definitely leaning.
I agree. We need to go look at this.
Like it's been accosted?
It's hard to tell from where you're at.
Is it similar to the one that I bought my fake mustache at?
It looks like the one that had fireworks in it.
Ooh, I agree.
Oh, great.
Suddenly Bork is way out ahead.
Yeah.
It's like,
Wow, I didn't think he
Hey.
could move that fast.
Hey, Karn, we gotta go check this out because we noticed that one of the caravan
Very well.
things were missing.
It's on the way, like it's on the path you
Okay.
guys are taking. So
Well, let's go cautiously.
When are we gonna camp? By the way, like, what do you like plan
Are you
on making
tired?
us walk all night? I'm just wondering. Like,
Yes.
usually,
It's like a whizzing by.
We should probably go cautiously.
well, let's check this out and then we can talk about camping. Sorry.
so you're all like
Gung ho.
busting ahead of the
Oh,
group
yeah.
a little bit.
I would have tried to maybe sneak up there, but never mind. I just try to keep up with Bork.
Okay, Bork's cruising. He's pretty excited.
Right.
Where does he store that energy?
It's all the bacon he ate.
Move forward.
Okay, are you just keeping normal pace or?
Well, I'll start moving cautiously towards the back. So if anything goes awry up there, I can do what I need to do from here.
Okay.
Through
What about you?
heavy lenses.
I'm gonna hang back a little bit, but not too far back.
Okay.
30 feet at the most.
Okay, so you don't try to keep up with the goblin and the dwarf who are apparently, without anything being spoken, racing to get to the wagon.
I'm just going
Correct.
to keep Bork safe.
Right.
In
But as
case-
you start to catch up with him, it probably spurs him on a little more.
Oh yeah.
Right. It's like trying to catch a cat.
Yeah, then it
Yeah.
becomes,
Trying to
then
get
it-
to the-
then it becomes a race.
Who can get to the fireworks first?
I'm trying to proceed a little bit more cautiously, paying attention to what's going on around.
Sure.
It's for the best that we hang back.
I'm gonna try to be real polite to you when you talk, but to be honest, I'm a little bit offended that you just decided to take over my friend's body, and I'm not real happy when you talk to me.
I didn't decide this. He put the necklace on. It set me free. Well, it changed my prison. I'll put it that way.
Whatever. You still took over my friend's body.
Karn's just
Don't you have brooding to do up there? All right, let's see what they uncover in this cart. Cracks his knuckles and flexes his hands.
I kind of glare at you a little bit.
I've
He
probably
winks.
switched over to running on all fours at this point.
Must get to the first.
this cloak flapping in the
Right.
God awful ruckus coming out of my guitar as it bangs along with the various things that are in my backpack.
Yep. No stealth.
All right.
It is gone.
I've got stuff.
Is there anything?
So you get up to the cart. You're the first. You're the first one there. You're right behind him as you get there, and yeah, like the cart is off the road. I mean, the road like the roads here are built to be raised up a little bit, so that when the snows and everything start to melt, all the waters drain off from it. And so the cart is off on a little bit of an incline off on the side, not enough to make it tip, but it's like pressed up against the pine trees, enough that like it looks like it's wedged in there pretty good. You don't see the pack animals, the two pack horses that pulled it in.
I would have stopped short.
Okay.
Also looking for dogs.
No dogs, no horses. So yeah, you kind of come to a skid on all fours.
Yeah.
And stand up, looking around suspiciously.
They did have both.
I don't smell dogs.
And like I said, it's getting dark, but it's not fully dark yet. And the wind is still blowing, but the wind, you guys are now in an area where it's sheltered enough that you can feel a little bit of the wind. You can hear it a lot. The wind is kind of howling above you, and it's shaking the tops of the trees. And it smells like snow.
Maybe we should, if this is abandoned, we should camp in here tonight.
Well, let's clear it out first.
What kind of wagon is it? Is it like a covered wagon?
It is like a covered wagon,
Okay.
4 wheels. As you're looking at it, it looks like one of the wheels is broken.
Oh.
So you're still a good 15, 20 feet away from the wagon.
Move up closer and then climb inside.
Okay, as you get closer, you can see there's like a body under one of the unbroken wheels of the wagon.
No. Does it look like I got ran over?
Yeah.
Okay, I pick up a stick.
Okay.
I go over, start poking it. I'm like, look!
It swings at you.
Whoa! And I back way up.
I'll hurry my pace a little bit
Okay.
when I see this.
Like it's a dead body.
Well, no, it's a body that was run over by a cart. Like the cart is still, like the wagon is still sitting on it, and he pokes it, and like the arm kind of like swings.
Might
out.
actually be somebody who's alive. I mean,
Like it doesn't look like they're alive though.
Is the wagon
You
wheel
see
like
somebody under a cart,
is the wagon wheel like on their chest?
on their back, they're face down.
I got the stick out. Like it's
what do you have?
a stick.
I know what you have. What do we have here?
A dead guy.
Is he dead? He seems not dead.
Go find out.
I'll go over and investigate this person
Not-
underneath.
I meant him, not you.
I'm not.
We'll move up from
That's
the
fine.
back,
It's fine.
the back half.
Okay.
Is the back half under the cart, or is the front half under the cart?
What kind of a body are we looking at? Oh, sorry, too many
body?
questions.
Yeah.
The wheel is like on the middle of the back, basically. And
Right, or
it's
is
a front wheel.
Feet under the cart, or
Kind of to the sides. Like the body's kind of laying flat, like it went right over it.
oh, mm.
What kind of a body are we looking at here? Human.
Looks human.
Okay.
And the dress looks very like the Varisian merchants who had come through.
Mm-hmm.
Can we
Let's-
go around the front and see a face at all?
Why are
face
we?
down in
Where
the
are we
dirt.
talking about this? Can we please get the cart off of this poor person?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Rapier comes out.
I start trying to lift up the
Oh.
push it off, but I mean I'm not strong,
Uh-huh.
so
You guys, just both. Just get out.
This vessel is strong. I'll try and help you.
Farm boy strong.
He is.
And I pick up the wagon.
It takes the two of you to move it. Broken wheel, and at the weird angle, and it is kind of lodged into the trees. I'm going to have the stronger of you make an athletics check. The weaker of you can assist.
14.
You have a plus 14.
No, I have a 14 strength.
Okay.
Plus 2 strength.
Right. Okay. That'd probably be me then.
Okay. 17.
So you do assist, so you get a bonus.
How big is the bonus?
I think it's plus 2.
I think so.
it doesn't like give him advantage.
I got 11 then. 'Cause I rolled,
So
I rolled a
Dan-
2.
Yeah, you guys push on it, and like you can see where it's stuck in the branches of the pine trees there,
Okay, hey, hold on a second,
and
guys.
you hear
we
kind of
gotta,
like a.
oh no.
From these two or from
No.
I'm gonna like say reassuring things to this poor guy. Oh my gosh, it's okay, it'll be off soon. It'll be okay.
Shall we try again?
You'll be okay.
Yes. Let's clear these
Hold
branches
up! Don't
first.
roll yet.
Oh, sorry.
Move the branches.
As this is happening, and you guys are kind of centered looking at this, 3 more people come out of the pine trees on the other side of the wagon. And they're kind of shuffling and moving slow when you see them, but they are dressed more like native to the area here, except that their mode of dress is well past summer. Like their mode of dress is like they're wearing like lighter clothes. One of them doesn't even have shoes, and it's like really cold, and they're dressed extremely inappropriately. And as you kind of catch clothes, it's getting dark out, so you kind of just catch the forms, but you can see that they don't look healthy at all either. Like faces are sunken in, ribs are a bit sunken in, very thin, but their intent is unmistakable. Like they're walking up, and as they see you, they like just start to reach out and start running, like moving much quicker towards you, kind of snarling as they do. And we're
Oh my
gonna
gosh, those poor people, they're starving.
we're gonna roll.
We need to give them some food.
Yep, here.
We're gonna roll initiative as they run up, and then you guys can decide what you want to do and how you want to handle the situation.
Of course I roll good on initiative.
Twinsies.
Twinsies.
You probably Oh, well, no. I
No, I'm not faster than you.
guess. I'm thinking other.
Yep.
rolls.
All right.
About his perception of this.
What
Color is stupid, but I don't know.
You
It's
add your
perception.
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 Oh, okay.
Sometimes
In
it
this
can
case,
be
it's
based
perception. Yep.
Okay.
Sometimes it can be based off different skills.
Like deception.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just used to it being somewhere clearly illustrated. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't mind writing that down.
All right. So what do we got?
25.
Whoo! You rolled really good.
Mm-hmm.
15 for me.
21.
24.
Man.
You guys are rocking.
I know, we did great.
Yay, us.
Watch as we fail all of our attack rolls.
You rolled high there.
That would never happen with this group.
Got a wasted die roll. Okay, good.
Oh, valid point.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
There's a tactic, so I can roll lower next time.
There we go.
No.
Nice.
I gotta waste one more roll. Oh, poop.
Oh, I re-looked up my twin strike thing before.
Yep.
It's only one action, but it's a flourish, so you can only do one a turn.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
What was yours? You had 21, right?
21.
Yep. All right. So, Casmal, you're the first to react.
Well, I unfortunately for this fine gentleman have to stop toying with the wagon. They're not even here yet, so I'll pull out my weapons.
Yeah, they're about 40 feet away right now.
Yep.
Maybe, yeah, and closing quick.
Yep, get my my hatchet and pick out, and whichever. How far away did you say?
About 40 feet.
About 40 feet. I'll designate the closest one, I guess, as to be my prey.
Okay.
Sure. Study it on its way up here a little bit. Throw a hatchet at it.
Okay.
There you go.
What's the range and command of hatchets?
10 foot. But since it's my prey, I don't suffer minuses up to the first 2 increments.
Okay.
So. But that's like 4 out there.
Yeah,
Is it -2 per or something like that? Is that how that works?
I think so, yeah.
Well, we'll give it a whirl. Why not?
Okay.
I'm probably going to say no.
What'd you get?
A 4? So a...
With -4 to the attack roll.
Right.
So you're starting at 0.
So we got a 7 total.
It's so yeah,
Rolling like
you,
rock stars.
you whip this hatchet and misjudge, misjudge the lay of the land.
Right, like, they're a bit further out there.
And well, it's like running. It kind of like hits a dip right at the opportune time, and the hatchet just goes flying over the head of this person as it's running up.
Yep.
All right, and then it will go to Von Vindatrina's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my 30-foot movement towards them,
Okay.
and at first it's with the intention to aid them, and then as I get close enough to see them, I think, wait, I've learned about this. I don't think that these are hungry people. I think they're undead. And I try to do disrupt undead on them.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it's a fortitude save.
I was gonna say I don't think you roll any dice.
Darn it!
But she
that was
just
a
liked
really
rolling.
good roll.
Ah.
Dang it.
All right.
You're
What's the
wasted.
DC?
It is 15.
And it is a fortitude save, you say?
It is.
Excellent. 24, almost a critical success.
Oh wow! Yeah, they're so good.
Did you bring the cards?
Yes. I
call.
do have those.
Are they still taking some of that?
I'll knock that over 1 minute.
No, I don't
Safer
think
to
so.
have the actual than having
There's only
chaos
stuff
do
if
it.
Nobody.
they fail.
Oh,
We don't want to get hosed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens?
Losing
There's only something
limbs
if
and
they
stuff.
critically fail.
Right. Right. He almost critically succeeded. Does he still take? I think he still takes half damage though on a
Oh
on a
gosh.
success.
Yes.
It's critical success. I think you take none.
Oh. Well, let me look at my handy dandy. Oh yeah, it still takes the damage. Thank you so much. Still takes the damage.
Takes half on a success because it succeeded. That's just how saves work in general, unless the spell says something otherwise. Because it'll say like they take damage, and then it'll have a save which just says fortitude. So it's like fireball. Fireball's a reflex save. On a success, you take half damage.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you roll your damage, and then if he's undead, he'll take half.
So he just takes 1 damage then.
That's plus your spell casting.
So he takes 2. That's half.
Half is 2.
Half is 2.
Have you been taking lessons?
No. But I bought books.
Nice.
And you didn't really designate which one you were going for, so I'm just going to randomize it.
Thanks.
Okay.
My fingering a little bit more.
She hits your prey. Yeah, like you see like a little nimbus of energy play around this person for a moment, and it doesn't really shrink back from it, but definitely snarls more, like it you know,
Okay.
like some kind of response to it.
I know what this is.
She says, now standing only 10 feet from them.
By yourself.
It's what would have happened.
Bork.
Oh, sweet. So I had my rapier out already.
Uh-huh.
These things are 40
About 40 feet away.
Okay. Well, I don't want to die, so I'll move up a little bit
Okay.
and then try to adopt some kind of defensive stance.
Okay. I'm down. I believe that is a thing in this. You can take a defensive stance.
Excellent. I do that.
All right. And then, not you.
I figured.
Aw.
Your prey runs up to her. Run's a generous term. It's not moving very gracefully. But it runs up. It moves up to you, moves the remaining 10 feet up to you, and it is reaching at you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is movement an action?
It is. It takes
Okay.
one of your actions.
Thank you.
And you can do it multiple times to get your movement each time, your full movement
Right.
each time.
Right.
Alright.
Well, but then
How much? Because casting that spell is a 2 action.
it is 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my
That
fault.
was your
Because
3
I was gonna
actions.
say,
Oh,
oh, I
nice.
should have raised my shield, but I don't have time for that.
All right, and he comes up and he's just trying to grab you roughly,
Okay.
but will probably not succeed with an 11.
No.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to like stay like dodge
Dodge
away
around
from
him.
this, and then the second one comes up and attempts to do the same thing.
Okay.
21.
Ooh, that'll do it.
That'll do it. So grabs you very roughly around the neck and starts choking you a bit. You will take 5 damage, and you are grabbed.
Okay.
So grabbed means that you are immobilized and flat-footed.
Okay. So immobilized means
Condition.
I just
you can't
move
use
away.
anything that uses a move action, right?
But
And
if it's a spell that
yep. However, if you do anything that is a manipulate action, which I think spells are manipulate actions, you have to succeed at a DC 5 flat check, or you lose the action.
Okay.
So you roll a die first on a 1 through 4, you lose the action.
Okay.
And then you're up there a little closer, so the other one will go for you. It
Yeah.
sees you. And you're in your defensive, which I believe gives you a +2 to your AC. Unless I'm...
Well, I'm not seeing that there's a defensive stance. The best you could do is take cover.
That works.
Okay.
I think it's the same bonus. I'll miss anyway.
Okay.
And that is... Oh, that one didn't get to go yet. I'm so sorry. I'm jumping ahead of Jax here. Because they're not all at the same initiative. They all have their own initiative steps. Jax, it's your turn.
All right. I see the one on her.
Yep, one grabbing her.
I'm going to extend my hand out. And,
Trying not to hit her.
yeah. I'm going to Ray of Frost. 19 plus 6. So 25.
Excellent.
That will be a critical hit.
Nice.
Can I just put those cards out in front of you?
Yep. Terrifying display. The target is frightened 3.
Unfortunately, they're immune to fright.
Yeah, I figured.
So can you pick another
Figures.
one then?
It'll
But
look
I also
Yeah,
get
that's the effect still.
Okay.
I also
But he still
get
gets to do his
double
damage.
damage,
Yep.
and because I'm hitting him with Ray of Frost, minus 10 to his speed. So 3 and 4, 7 plus 10 damage.
So
You
how
double
much-
your statics in this too.
Oh, you double statics?
So yeah, what'd you roll on the dice?
4 and a 3, so 7.
Okay.
And then my
Just
my
2d4.
No, it's doubled, so the crit is doubled.
No, you roll your damage normally and then double.
Oh, you don't roll
Right.
it twice? Ah, that's a bummer. All right, so 6 plus 3 is my charisma, so 3 twice is
So it would be
12.
18.
12 damage.
Well,
No, it's 12.
oh, yeah.
yeah. So basically, he sees you that one choking you, and he just point and frost crystals start going up my arm and shoot out my one finger pointing at him and slams into the side of him, freezing the side of his face. And
Yeah, like the skin starts to break away
Nice.
on this person grabbing you, but it seems unfazed by it.
Oh. It's weird.
That's 2 actions.
oh yeah, so well that's a cantrip. Is that
Depends on the spell.
2 actions? Yeah, most everything's 2 actions for spells. The other action I will take to back up a little
Okay.
to reposition myself so that I can get a good angle on any of these 3, and I don't
Okay.
think they can make it to me.
So that's where we have the last one comes up and misses you. I'll keep the rolls. I'm not gonna
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna re-roll on
Oh,
you.
well, thank you.
Casmal.
Ooh, back around to me.
Uh-huh.
Yay. Well, I will move up to my prey.
Yep.
Yep. And can I pull another hatchet on the way there, or is that going to take
That is an
another
action.
action?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just end up swinging my pick at it then instead.
Okay.
We'll reconvene with that next turn. Yeah. So 23.
That'll crit. They're not wearing any armor.
Here, you get a card.
Yay.
Ooh. I haven't got to look at these yet. Normal damage?
Which is still. Did you say double damage specifically, or does it just say?
No, mine. If I crit
No, on the card you drew.
on the card I drew, I figured this adds 2.
Yeah. So, yeah, normal is still double
Okay.
damage.
The critical effect, deal the same amount of damage to the target's armor, ignoring that armor. It doesn't have armor.
Doesn't have any armor. Sorry.
Okay. So a lot of
You've
Lot of
sundered
fun.
its skin.
picks are horrifying.
This is on your prey, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Because they're fatal D10. You add, so they turn your base die into a D10,
Yep.
Nice.
right? And then it's a crit, and then you add.
You don't get
add
to
dice
double-
for
you-
a crit.
You
You-
don't add.
No, you only get to
You-
roll
you
one.
double- you double your
You
result.
roll 1 and double it.
Ooh, okay. So I misunderstood that.
Not like D&D, that other game.
No. Well, because it says to add 1. It says to add 1.
Deadly does, right?
Both of them do.
Do I have it here? I don't have it right here.
Okay.
So
I'll just roll 2 for now.
But double one of those.
No, that's
Yep.
Well,
now he's confused.
Now
What
I-
type of damage is this, by the way?
piercing.
Okay.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Okay, so just roll 1, right?
Double it.
Okay. We'll just add everything all together. So 18 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you run up. Oh, and you did this too. I'm so sorry. I forgot to do this part. When he froze that first one and its skin came away, like this disgusting fluid poured out of this thing onto you,
Oh.
and
Didn't freeze the fluid?
No, you have to make a fortitude save.
Sorry.
Not 20.
You're good.
Nice.
Yeah, it says that it increases to that die size, and the weapon adds 1 additional damage die of that listed size
Yeah.
When you crit or
when you crit.
wow.
Oh, so maybe you don't double it. Oh, you double it and
adds a die.
Yeah.
damn. Picks be scary, yo.
Right, so then another 4, basically.
Okay. Well, you killed it already. So so you run up with your pick and you hit this other one, not the one that was grabbing her, but the other one that was your prey,
Right.
and like right in the chest.
Oh, I thought my prey went after her.
It did, but it's the one that missed.
Oh, okay.
But it also spews this fluid. Because you got a crit, I'm not going to make you make the save. So we'll just say the fluid just hits him,
Okay.
and you get to make a fortitude 15. What'd you roll, buddy?
A 10.
A 10. So it gets in your mouth,
Oh.
and it tastes like dead body smell.
Redo button. Redo button.
And you are sickened one.
You got the
Hero
status
chips.
cards?
Oh yeah, I don't have them here. They're at the
Oh, okay.
shop. That's why I didn't hand them out.
Okay. I will use.
But I
this
do
guitar.
have the I do have the condition cards, so I'll let you mess with
Yeah.
those.
You,
Yeah, you run up and you're like, ah! Vaughn, it's your turn. You're still being held by this thing. Not quite a loving embrace.
Okay, how do I struggle out of the loving embrace?
You can attempt to break free using either athletics or acrobatics to break out, or you can just take your action where you are.
Oh gosh. I want to get away from it. I choose to use acrobatics for 16.
That will do it.
Okay.
So that takes
so
an action,
I-
and you break free from it.
Okay, I pull away, and then I would like to take my movement away from it.
Okay, you can do that as well. That's
Okay.
2 actions.
Okay.
put that like under the card and show like.
I'm
the
30
one.
feet away from it.
Oh,
Yep.
nifty.
And then I raise my shield.
Okay. Bork.
So this thing just swiped at me?
It did.
All right. So with my rapier out, which I already was, I'm going to get a good flourish and then try to run this thing through in the stomach
Awesome.
repeatedly. For 21.
That will hit.
Okay.
Just a hit, sorry.
That's fine. 1. Yay.
Do you have a strength bonus or anything?
No.
Wait, isn't a rapier
It's a...
versatile?
No, it's finesse.
Finesse, yeah.
Yeah.
So you could use that. Oh, but that's
But that
not
just
the
adds
damage.
to your
to
plus
hit.
to hit,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
to your
yeah,
damage.
yeah.
All right, so yeah, you
Go be rogue.
I pierce its navel.
it's piercing damage too.
Oh, yeah. Like,
So
Pull it out.
you poke it and it's like tapping a keg for a second as it sprays this fluid at you. Go ahead and make a fortitude save.
Icky.
19.
That will succeed.
I'm like,
It doesn't get in your mouth. No, it smells awful.
I'm pretty sure my
to
mother
you,
made something like this once.
This reminds me of that rat stew from last year.
like that's
That
still
we
in
ate
a
yesterday.
It's still in
Yeah.
a bowl.
She still serves that.
bowl. All right, you have 2 actions left.
I will poke him again,
Roll.
hopefully. Oh, 14
That will hit.
for 3 damage.
Okay. You were just like, you hit it again, and more of this fluid sprays out at you. Go ahead and make another save.
11.
You fail.
I'm
You
like-
become sickened 1.
It is the rat stew.
You have an action left.
I'm gonna move away from this guy.
Okay.
Try to move over by. How far away am I from everybody?
Well, 10 feet from here, technically.
Okay.
Wait,
So
put that
I'll,
underneath so the one is showing.
I'll regroup with these 2.
Okay.
Gross.
All right. So the one that had grabbed you is now standing next to you, because you run up there. So it tries to grab you. 12 probably misses. It will take a second swing at you. 14.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay. So yeah, it's swinging these clumsy blows at you. And
Probably mostly bouncing off armor. Yeah, mostly bouncing off armor.
what's your AC?
18.
18. Wow. It's pretty good for a ranger.
Sure.
He does not represent the group as a whole as far as high water mark.
All right, Jax, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna hit it with another ray of frost.
Okay.
Actually, so
There's the one by itself right now that that Bork just ran from.
right, and
Stabbed
then
it twice.
how far away from each other are they standing?
Who?
The 2 zombies.
They're at this point they're about 15 feet apart.
Yeah, I'll hit the one on her with a ray of frost again.
It's not on her. She backed away from it.
Oh,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You add your proficiency bonus in if you're trained, right? With AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it swing on them
Yeah.
just now?
Twice.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the one that he... so I'm going to hit that one.
They've all swung.
All right, I'm going to hit that one.
Okay, swingers.
You.
Ew.
14.
That will hit.
All right, Ray of Frost. Zappity zap. 3 plus 3 is 6.
All right. So you hit it again, and more of the skin and stuff freezes up, and as it moves, it like cracks and parts of it are falling off, but it is still
And
moving.
I will use the rest of my turn to move back.
Okay, so you're back at the wagon at this point. or
I
back
will
past-
move 60 feet from that thing.
Okay.
If it looks like it's coming my way.
So I'm going to give you a perception roll
Okay. That doesn't make me
as you're backing up away from the group.
feel good. 15.
So you hear more sounds of conflict from behind you.
I will turn to look.
You look over and you see Karn fighting one of these as well, and it looks like one more lies dead at his feet.
Karn's got one over here. It looks busy.
And then the one that was after you follows you,
Bastard.
and it reaches out to give you a little love. 19,
It's forbidden.
but it's love, and it will not be denied.
It just wants to snuggle.
I renounce it.
He wants you to give you some of that old mom stew taste.
4 damage, and you are grabbed.
Grabbed.
Yep.
Oh, this is
Grab.
Appropriate.
quite.
Casmal, you still got the one next to you. It's
So, since I have a hand free, and I'm like, oh! And I jam my fingers in my throat, and I retch.
okay. I believe that gives you a fortitude save against the original save, and if you succeed, you reduce the
thanks.
condition.
Yeah.
Just so you don't forget.
Yeah,
so
so he's got his
16.
clammy hands all
Yes.
over me. How could I
So-
forget that?
I just do the whole.
Right. Poor production.
Oh yeah, that was satisfying.
And you feel better. You get
I feel so much better.
Turns out that the bile and acid taste in your mouth is way better than that.
I ate some berries like that once.
All that ale from
See,
breakfast
that's-
comes back up.
And then I pull out my hatchet,
Okay.
and then I make this one my prey, and I'm done.
Okay. All right. Von Venetrina.
I'm gonna toss some disrupt undead its way again.
Okay.
Fortitude save, please. DC 15.
Nat 20. Critical success.
Oh, okay, fine. It's totally fine.
Sad.
The zombie probably be like, wah, wah,
You
wah.
cast Disrupt Undead. Hits him. It does nothing.
Poor guy. Keep my shield up
Okay.
and stay where I'm at.
Yeah, that's it then. 2 to cast and 1 to keep your shield
Yep.
up. Bork.
So is this thing like giving me a back rub, or is it violently trying to throttle me? Like, what kind of love are we talking about here?
Yes.
Like it's trying to throttle you.
Okay.
So
Like
you can
hands
interpret
around my
that
throat?
either way. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just meant like, you
That's
know.
some goblin love right there.
Well, it depends. It's brotherly goblin. So it's like literally like got me by the throat.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, because if it didn't, then him vomiting and the smell of this would probably make me puke also.
But
But
You're being-
seeing as how I'm being,
But that one is a little frozen and got some holes in it.
so yeah, I'll try to stab it in the face repeatedly while it's choking the unholy hell out of me.
okay.
That's a 19 plus 5 is 25.
That's a crit.
Woo! In the face. Here. Piercing. Deal normal damage to an additional target adjacent to the original target.
Aw. So
Wah,
you stab your rapier through its face so much that if one had been standing behind it, you would have skewered it as well.
I feel pretty gratified about that. Okay, so it's, and it's deadly D8. So 6 plus another one?
Yep.
3, so 9.
And you just pierced it again, so more fluid comes spraying out at you.
But it doesn't matter because it's not going to go down my throat because
You can still make your sickened roll.
I hate you sometimes.
I know.
That's a 19.
Okay.
Plus 3 is
You're good.
22.
So with deadly, I think you keep your base die as your crit die, and then you add a d8.
Oh.
Fatal changes the die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I must
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
All
So,
right.
well,
You have 2 actions left.
It actually reduced my DC because I'm sickened, so it reduces the...
You still rolled a 19. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stab this guy again.
Okay.
That's a 17, so 22.
-5.
Oh,
So 17.
okay, 17.
That still hits.
Okay. 6.
Okay, and you stabbed again, so this is just a gore fest over here with all this pus spraying.
10, so 13.
So you are sickened 2.
Whoop.
You have 1 action left.
I'm stabbing him again.
Minus 10,
So 13.
and then minus 2 for sickened 2.
Oh yeah, so 11.
Yeah, you don't find purchase on it.
That's
Like
fine.
He's just
you
like,
stab it through the face hole you made earlier.
Yeah, just repeatedly like. I'm gonna start trying to open it out. Like twisting the rapier, it does nothing because it's just
All right.
a
The
straight-
one that's standing next to you is still flailing in your general direction, and it will do so again. And it's like groaning and making noises. I'm guessing a 13 doesn't hit.
correct.
It will try a second swing. Miss.
Third swing?
You're impervious to harm.
I'm already hurt, so.
Jax.
okay. I'm gonna. He looks like he's having a heck of a time, so I'm gonna help my little friend here.
Okay.
That would be a nat 1.
Critical fumble!
Yeah,
And
that's
this is where Bork gets stabbed.
This is where he gets shot in the back with a ray of frost.
Ray of Frost in the back. Let's see. We got.
Perfidy!
Hey, we got these fun cards. Let's hope they're.
Maybe it smacks you in the back of the head just enough it makes you puke.
Yeah.
What do we got? Spell. There's a
Power
spell.
down. Until healed, you are stupefied 2.
Wow.
That sounds
So he
bad.
goes to cast a spell, and the spirit attempts to wrest control of you in this like moment of weakness, like total and absolute control, and you are fighting for your own mind.
All right.
He's like, no, Kona cold.
Well, it was him. Jax tries to come out.
Take a status penalty equal to the value. There you go. Yeah, Jack starts fighting because he sees his friend being throttled by this thing.
He's like, I want to do this. Let me do this.
And so you take it. It's a status penalty to checks in DC based on intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, including will saves, spell attack rolls, and DCs and appropriate skill checks.
Oof.
If you cast a spell, it's disrupted unless you can succeed at a flat check of 5 plus the stupefied value. So DC 7 flat check.
Wow.
That's rough.
That is rough.
That's 2 of your actions. What would you like to do for your last action?
Can I try and get myself out of it?
Not until you're healed.
Oh, not until I'm healed. I'm gonna just jockey my position to make sure I'm not
Getting too close to
getting too close to anybody. Either
Karn doing his thing back
Karn
there.
doing his thing, or
All right, the one that is lovingly embracing you
And
tries to eat your face.
it doesn't have a face. I stabbed it.
You have a hole in its face. Now he has to fix it.
Just hold its face away with,
Yeah.
you know, you
I'm
have
like,
its
nope.
face,
yeah.
And you are flat-footed, so it gets +2 to the attack
but its face is on a handle.
roll. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
This does more damage than its other attack.
Great.
Yeah, I thought you'd see it that way.
Oh, yeah.
So he starts chewing on you for 11.
Oh no.
Yeah, like so this thing bites into the side of Bork's face, like, and not like the playful bites your brothers do, but like I'm trying to eat this bite.
Oh, hell no.
Does goblin taste like pickle?
You scream or anything?
Oh, I yell. Obscenities.
And then it will attempt to bite you again.
What the? Why does... No. Just no.
20 total.
No, it doesn't.
That's with the -5.
Gosh.
Bad zombie chewy thingy. Bad. Oh, God.
Keep it on the book. For 6 more.
Oh, Bork goes down.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
So
We're still only
you
first
see
level.
this thing grab grab Bork, and it just starts chewing on his face, and just like hunches down over, and you guys see Bork stop. Like his hand goes out, and his rapier falls out of his hand, and there's like a spray of blood, red goblin blood. Casmol.
I'll be there in a second. I'm like, huh? I try to dispatch the ones on me. I give him the nice twin strike with the
Twin strike?
the axe and the pick. Pick. It's a 16.
That'll hit.
Axe gets a 13.
That'll also hit.
All right. Is the piercing and slashing matter?
No. Well, not at this point.
Okay. So 14.
So you hack this thing down in a spray of gore.
Is an 8? Yes, 15 on the money.
You make it. You remember to keep your mouth shut instead of shouting out a jubilant.
Tie my beard and my mustache together.
And you cut it down.
And then I run over to the next one.
Okay.
And
Mark it.
nope. I'll just try to get it with the hatchet.
Okay, so this is the full minus 10 penalty on the attack roll.
Right. But it's agile. And sweeping.
It's only minus 9, I think, then.
But it's minus 7.
Okay.
Yeah, because sweeping
Oh, gives
takes
a plus.
away a
Yep.
1, and then it doesn't matter.
What'd you get?
We said minus 7, so I got a 5 total.
Okay, you miss.
Yeah.
But not a critical miss.
That's good.
That's
Could-
good to know.
You could have hit me.
Right.
Vaughn?
Um.
You guys hear Karn dispatch the last one behind him.
Okay.
So
You see me like.
I'm gonna try to disrupt undead on the one that's eating his face.
Okay,
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm.
here we go.
Did you really have to make it eat my
Fails the
face?
save.
It fails the save.
Yep.
Excellent. It takes the full 4.
So it explodes out, just like kind of. It only had 1 hit point left.
I did a lot of damage to it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And yeah, like and there's like chunks of frozen meat hitting the ground.
Do I have to make a save again?
Around, no,
Okay, good.
Why frozen meat?
because these things are frozen.
They are. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Interesting.
It's cold, as is the ground.
The pus
Okay.
wasn't frozen.
The pus wasn't frozen.
I feel physically nauseous at this. Seeing this. Ugh.
Zombie Slurpees for everybody.
I feel nothing.
Well,
I look at his face, I puke again.
yeah, his face is all ripped open there,
Covered.
and he's not doing it's pumping blood.
Would it be medicine to stop that?
Let me see what I can do. And I'll walk over.
You got minus some stuff to this.
Well, I just gotta do a flat
Are we
DC
talking about-
check. I gotta beat a 7.
How to cast a spell?
14, yeah.
'Kay.
So I cast it.
What do you cast?
Stabilize.
Okay.
There. How's that? That's good. And I'll just back up.
I think you two need to calm down.
Right. We're working on it.
Take some deep breaths. It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Are all the undead things dead? Like, are all the undead things no more?
Finished off.
Yeah.
There's nothing else stirring here right now.
Okay.
Although the
Yes.
the person under the wagon is still like struggling and kind of like turned their head enough to be like, help, help.
Undead things don't say help.
You got him? You got work?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll help you try and get this off the other guy.
You good? 'Cause
Yeah, we're working on some
'Kay.
different.
maybe you to take your time off. Hey, Karn. Want to give me a hand here, buddy?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
wait.
he
So
comes
he's
over.
stabilized. I'm gonna wait until you get the card off of this guy before I cast my healing spell.
All right.
So you get to be the guy who assists now.
Okay. What do I need to assist? Do I
think-
even have to roll, or
I think it's a 15. I don't remember.
Aid is a DC 20 to give +1 circumstance bonus to assist skill check.
DC 20.
Yeah.
I don't
Which
need.
that seems
He doesn't push the wagon off, so you were fair.
that seems kind of excessive.
That does for a +1. That does seem pretty excessive.
Yeah.
So you guys push on it for a minute, and like he's like, "Ugh, it's the other way.
No. Oh yeah. Other way.
So you guys run around to the front of the wagon.
I'll help too, because
Sure.
they're gonna.
It's DC 20, which means if you get 10 or less, you critically fail.
I don't have negatives on this.
Rolled an 11.
I rolled a 19, and I still couldn't assist with that. Jeez, that's ridiculous.
Got a +7 to this too.
All right,
DC
Karn.
20?
Karn's going to be the hero
Well,
to
yeah,
push
you're
this thing
straight
off.
to it.
Yes, he is.
Uh,
you guys are. You guys
so
are.
the
like-
assist skill. Hang on.
Yeah, so he still gets a +1.
Yeah, you get +1 because I got 21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you get to add your
Athletics.
assisted skill check
Yes.
or attack roll.
Yeah. It's not a flat 20.
No.
It's,
Yeah. If it was
with
flat 20,
modifiers.
then what's the
Yeah.
point of helping
Even
anybody?
still,
Right.
though, that's
At
still
first
pretty
roll.
high.
Yeah, but see, it's a flat DC. That DC doesn't raise with your level. As you level up, it becomes
Yeah, and then you get a lot more
gets a lot.
pluses.
Yep.
Yeah,
a
whereas
lot
this
easier.
one, yeah. Later.
So yeah, you guys
Cool.
roll the you guys roll the wagon. You guys, Karn rolls the wagon off of him. Like you guys like all push for a minute. You guys step back like, wow, that didn't work. Actually, you did help. So you the
Yeah, I
two
came
of
back
them
and I'm like, let me.
push, get that through. So you see the wagon roll off, and the guy under the wagon, like puts his arms down like he's gonna try to do like a push up, and like as he does, like you hear his back just crack in the worst ways.
Stop moving. We'll get to you. Hang
I'm
on.
And he kind
Casting-
of collapses back to the ground.
I'm casting heal with 3 actions, which gives me 30-foot emanation on all living and undead things in the burst.
Okay.
But remember, you don't add your.
You don't add the +8, right?
I get a d8,
Yeah,
Just as
a
flat
D8.
D8. Yep.
so everybody gets 6.
All right.
Which actually gets rid of the
Yes.
stupefied. And I just. That's
Ooh.
much better, thank
Do
you.
you go to negatives in this?
No.
That
Oh,
part of-
okay,
You
so
go to
that's
0?
6.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You are at 6 at points.
So many different.
I know. Too many different games.
Yep.
So, what you see when this happens, Bork's eyes shoot open, and then he rolls, like almost cartwheel from his back onto his front, and his head kicks up, and his jaw hinges, so his mouth is straight up, and just projectile vomits. Thank you for not doing that.
Sorry, headphone users.
Just a constant stream for probably like a 20 count. And you're like, where is this coming from? And so there are whole bits, like an entire pickle comes out, you know, like a rasher of bacon. It changes color like 5 times.
Couple teeth.
Yeah, probably.
With all the walking
Maybe
we've
like
done,
a gold coin.
with all the walking we've done, I would have thought that bacon would have passed by now.
It just did.
Oh, ow. My face hurts.
So the whole side of your face is like a giant scab right now.
I'm
Like the healing magic helped mend some of it, but it didn't heal all of it. But it's not actively bleeding anymore.
I'm hungry.
I go puke
Are you
again.
okay, Bork?
What about
I definitely go
That
puke.
remains to be determined.
the bird sitting on the wagon?
What happened?
Well, he certainly looks prettier.
That thing was trying to make out with me.
It did.
Oh, my purity.
I look to the guy on the ground.
Yeah, like as the wave of like energy flows over all of you, like
Well, this goes away.
like you hear his back pop a couple of times, like things going back into
do I lose
place.
that?
Yeah, once you puke, you.
Okay.
He
Well,
had
no,
his
I just
wagon
forced myself to
chiropractor
rage
work
out.
on him
Yeah.
for a
I didn't
little
make
bit.
a roll or anything.
Yeah. No, you don't have
And
to spend one action retching in an
Okay.
attempt to cover. So it's you attempt a fortitude save
Okay,
against the
so I would
DC
have
of
had
the
a fortitude
effect,
save or else still be sickened.
Yep.
which is.
I'm gonna let it fly.
Okay.
Let it flat
I was
pass.
gonna say,
All right.
I
we're
appreciate
out
it.
of turns.
We're out
now.
of-
You can
yeah,
probably
we're
sit
out
there
of-
and puke for as long as
Well,
you
that's
want.
like a
And he
20
did.
count.
And he did.
Yeah, he did.
So much.
Like a garden hose just turned on.
Do we recognize which one of the Varisians it is that was under, or is it even anybody that was from that caravan?
It is. It's the missing person from the caravan.
Okay.
Ew, my lucky coin.
Remind me which.
I was wondering
He
where I
didn't,
put
he didn't
that.
stand out. He was just somebody that you guys kind of saw
Okay.
who was with the merchants, but was not there when the storm hit.
Keeps it safe.
What happened to the?
What happens when it makes
Person.
it all the way through?
That's what you say to him. It was a blur. I don't really remember. I was going along the road and suddenly the wagon lurched badly, and it. Next thing I know, I was flying through the air while watching the horses trot off, and then it settled on me.
Hmm. Why did you leave the town?
Do I think he's being honest with
You can
us?
roll.
I have absolutely no idea.
What's insight in this?
I think deception lets you receive or lets you detect
See
lies
through it.
as well. Yeah.
Not to, try to jump onto the whole I want to roll dice bandwagon, but I do have lie to me,
Okay.
so I can use deception to pick that up.
I think it is.
Oh, maybe it
perception.
is
I think.
that.
I think
Yeah, it's
that's maybe
perception.
what it
It's,
is.
yeah, you have
Sure.
to have the. Okay.
Excellent.
That's a 22.
Seems legit.
Okay.
Why did you run from the town?
I didn't run from the town. I dropped off the fireworks and left.
You left that night?
Yeah, when everyone was settling in. I've been stuck out here for, I don't know,
Why?
Okay.
a day at least.
Why don't you travel with your caravan?
I was just here to bring the fireworks. They aren't the people I normally travel with.
Hmm. Well, how fortuitous for you.
To get run over by a wagon?
Well,
He is still alive.
He is alive,
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
whereas the rest of them are all dead.
What?
A storm of great magnitude hit the town sometime after you left.
I heard the rumblings of a storm.
Yes. A great cyclone hit the main part of town, killing everybody in the inn and of the caravan.
Oh, that's terrible.
So, as I said, though it didn't seem like fortune was on you, you are still breathing where they are not.
Do you have any more fireworks?
No, I brought them all to the...
Okay. Just curious. What?
I start looking around in the back of the wagon.
You climb in his wagon.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Desperate times call for different measures. Desperate measures. I'm looking
Different
at-
measures. Could
Are you
be.
robbing me?
No.
She's not robbing you.
She's just making sure none of those zombies climbed into your caravan or carriage. Caravan.
Wagon.
Okay.
Wagon.
You go in.
What's
Like,
in-
there's like
okay.
a small cot that's like folded up against the wall.
Okay.
There's like a bunch of like looks like personal items like combs and things
Okay.
like that, kind of like stowed in like a little bin.
Okay.
There's even like little bottles like perfume and things like that mixed in.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, so it's like a miniature camper.
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, it looks like there's areas like where things were stored.
Uh-huh.
You can. It definitely smells. Has that sulfur smell of fireworks to
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So, Firemaker, bringer.
I just deliver them. I don't make them.
Yeah, but you bring them.
I'll hop back.
Do you have a way to repair your wagon wheel?
I don't.
I think you're gonna have to head back into town.
Yeah, I think Storm's End is the closest place.
Yeah, it is.
And my horses, he looks the other direction.
You might be able to get some there.
Long gone. Your family sells horses, right?
They are out of that business. All the horses were killed.
For the first time ever, I feel a little bit grateful that you're taking over talking for my dear friend.
I'm gonna get to making a fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna right now put my foot down and say we're camping here. And I look at the open.
Very well.
That's right. Turn around and start grabbing firewood.
Sorry your pet was injured.
Not a pet.
He's not a pet. Look at him. He's a nice guy. He took a face bite for you. They could have easily been nibbling on you.
He doesn't have a scratch on him.
Oh, I thought.
No,
I thought
this is the Olfin.
All right.
Sorry.
Olfin. Sorry. I would not say that. I would say he's a nice guy. He's proved his worth.
Okay. Let's get some food going, fire going.
After I get the fire going, then I go drag bodies away.
Okay.
I'll help you with that.
Like a ways away.
I'll start cooking food.
They reek.
That's why I want to drag them away.
Yep.
Also, something might decide that smells good.
You got it in your mouth?
I'm gonna get my backpack as close as I can.
I saw
to the
that. That was
fire,
gross.
I puke.
lighting myself off. And I'm gonna sit in front of it.
Karn sets up a tent a little ways from the fire.
I think I have a small little tent thing.
I just got a bedroll.
With my rapier stuck in the dirt. Bag. Start fishing around. Pull out one of the steaks that we cut off the animals last night. Stick it on the rapier and hold it over the fire.
If you go back to the fire after we get these moved, I'm gonna go make sure that there's nothing else out there.
Okay.
After walking, carrying this thing all day, it's a nice chunk of great meat that he pulls out of his bag.
It smells faintly of pickles.
I'm gonna sit
It
down.
was in the pickle sack.
It's cold enough. It wouldn't be great.
I'll sit down across the way.
Look at how close to his body it was.
Just
Goblins
one side's,
burn hot.
Just one side's gray. It's resting against his back.
Slightly gamey.
Awesome.
So in the dark, I'll have my dark vision. I'm gonna try and find their tracks and follow them backwards a ways.
You find like a small, crude burial pit that they came out of.
There was four of them. Three.
Well, you saw, these three.
Right.
There was like a small burial pit that way. They came
Like
out
a
of.
mass grave, or like they were all buried together.
They were all buried together. Like they all died at the same time.
Is there just 3 sets of tracks?
Yeah.
Okay.
From this side. So that Karn had more, he was fighting on the other side.
I'll probably loop around just so that these guys aren't being paranoid of what I'm doing, and then come back to the other side of the room. I'm trying to be sneaky and stealthy too. I'm just establishing a perimeter and making sure that we're safe for the night.
We see him sneak through the firelight.
Step over the fire,
He's being sneaky.
but come around to the other side of the road and stuff, like down the road, and then come back up and try to find the other tracks and make sure it's the same thing on that side.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 of them on the other side. Looks like they came out of the thing. The ones he fought looked like they were a little more decomposed.
So weird.
causes things that are dead to come back to life?
Unholy magic.
Unholy magic.
I,
Why
I,
would someone in this area intentionally raise dead? What could possibly be the point here?
Well, it's safe to assume that we haven't been that far from town in this area, except maybe you, right? I know I haven't been this far.
I would say my max away from town is probably 2 days.
Okay. There's possibly a necromancer in between here and well, whatever direction we're heading.
Which
I
I'm probably
guess
not
I
back at
guess
the
it
fire
could
yet,
be
yes.
completely unrelated to anything.
It could just be bad luck.
how you feeling there, buddy?
Oh, you don't want to know.
That looks awful.
It feels pretty bad, yeah.
The Vrissinger's sits by the fire too. Keeps like glancing at his wagon.
I'm pretty sure if we could rummage through what you've got there, and I might be able to make you a wagon wheel.
Where were you headed?
I have a few other towns to stop in, but eventually Riddleport.
That's where we're going.
Could try to bring him up a wheel and help him limp around or limp along.
I have no horses is the problem.
Oh,
You don't want
Yeah.
horses anyway, they're inferior animals. You want oxen.
Well,
That way when you work them to death, you can eat them. They are
I'm
quite
afraid my
delicious.
wagon may be a lost cause at this point.
Well, you could at least leave it here and head back and see if you could.
I have no coin on me. My kin collected the money for the fireworks I brought. Although I do have some debts owed to me in the towns I'll be passing through, so
Well,
Perhaps we could
Yeah.
tame a moose.
that is the
do you have
Look at you
anything-
pointedly.
the struggle of the road, a struggle of life,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Sometimes we have good days.
They're big,
some days we
right?
get run over by our own wagons.
Do you have anything to trade?
yes.
Well,
I
see,
don't. I've
you
made my
can
trades already. Although
commune
I
with
left
moose.
several communities with those there owing me. So as I said,
And
I've
perhaps get it
told
to
them I would
drag
collect
the
on the way
wagon. Can
back
they do
through,
that?
giving them
Can you-
time to.
I'm looking at you now. Can a moose drag this thing?
Oh, I'm probably not back to the
Oh,
fire
okay.
yet, I'm assuming.
Okay.
He's still sneaking.
I'm assuming.
The ones that, the ones that Karn killed weren't juicy, like the ones on your side.
Not fair.
However, it looked like they took quite a few more hits to bring down.
Mm.
Fair. A little from column A, a little from column
No,
B.
that got in my mouth. Not fair.
Yeah. It also looks like his hits to bring them down were very skillful.
It seems concerning to me that there's undead within a day's walk of our village. Am I the only one who feels concerned by this?
Well, if you look at like the overall events that have happened in the last 2 days, it's not really overly surprising. Gnolls, a big storm that came through and decimated town, undead. It's probably the apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. It's the apocalypse.
Very, that's a very blasé attitude. Attitude?
Stop that.
I don't know what that word means, but it's fancy, right? It's in the correct context.
It's one of them 2 old words.
When do you come back from hunting or from tracking?
I don't know how far away were the
Never.
burials.
They're a good
Great.
distance. So yeah, Karn sets up his tent. It's like a hide tent, you know.
Cool.
And he's just kind of sitting in like the whole opening entrance. He's just kind of sitting there, and cross-legged, rummages through his pack, pulls out some jerky and some kind of dried fruits. And
Do I still think it's gonna snow? Sorry.
No.
yes,
So, I think it's gonna snow tonight. We should maybe try to set up my tent to where it makes a little lean-to shelter off the side of the
Wagon.
wagon.
That's a good
that
idea.
thing, and we can sit underneath. And I think maybe we should set up. I mean,
I can sleep in my wagon.
It's covered.
oh yeah, I was assuming you would sleep in your wagon. I was assuming we would not be sleeping in your wagon. Do you mind if we sleep underneath your wagon?
That's fine.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's room that one other could probably sleep comfortably in the wagon. I mean, one other and you.
Like a full-size person.
Pulls the rapier out of
the
the
wagon's
fire.
big enough that like there's only one cot in the wagon, but
Mhm.
there's definitely enough room because you can hold the fireworks in it. There's
Okay. Well, I'll sleep outside because the cold doesn't bother me.
Pulls some random scrap of leather out of his bag and like sets the steak on it, and then a pickle, and then proceeds to
eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
leather and all.
Yeah. Well, maybe not the leather. I need that for later in case I want to do this again.
I mean, I can sleep outside too. I don't mind.
If the fire's going,
Either
away,
way.
we'll be warm.
It's gonna snow tonight.
Excellent.
I just don't
I
want to wake
roll.
up covered in snow, like completely. Have to. I don't know how much it's gonna snow.
I like the stretching it out from the corner of from the side of the
Yeah,
carriage.
just a little lean-to. Help us out a little bit. And maybe we should not all sleep at the same time. Maybe we should take turns, just in case more of the undead things come along.
I agree.
Okay.
Set up a lean-to with the tent and
What are you using to set up a lean-to?
her
Your
tent.
Part of
And-
what
We can use some of my 50 feet of rope.
you're carrying 50
Oh.
feet of rope around with you.
That's how much rope they give you in an adventurer's pack.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I got too.
I also have 50 feet of rope.
We have like
Does it seem like it's gonna be a cold night?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like when I get back
Maybe you
in,
guys can take turns doing watch so that you can both sleep in the.
I don't need to sleep in there. I have a much warmer place to sleep. I go shovel. Thanks. I get the shovel and I do like a little shallow thing.
Oh, yeah.
Just remove some dirt, grab some coals from the fire, throw it in there, throw the dirt back over that, put my bedroll over it. That'll be fine.
Hmm? I do that too. That seems like a good idea.
But I'll take first watch if you guys want.
Yeah, I'll take
Okay.
third.
I don't think we'll be able to track the horses tomorrow because it's
Karn
gonna
looks at
snow.
you and you said he's like wake me for second then.
Okay.
So we're breaking this into fives?
No, we can partner up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll take first watch with you, so you don't have to sit up alone.
You want to sit with Karn or me?
For humor's sake, I think the two of you should sit together.
Hmm.
Probably didn't see any horse tracks, so I was running for money.
I mean, no, they're on the road most likely. So
No offense.
No,
We'll
I'm
either,
taken.
we'll either catch up with them or we won't.
We can creep them out a little bit. That'd be hilarious.
Not doing it on purpose.
Well, I'm not saying you are. That doesn't change it being funny.
Right. All right. So I'll just get some sleep.
So the Verzian's sitting there at the fire still, just kind of watching you guys do all this. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't really say it earlier, but thank you for getting me out of that.
Well, you're welcome.
You're all going to Riddleport though.
Yeah.
That's where we're headed.
Is that where you're going to?
It's
Well,
one stop.
When he gets his wagon fixed.
Where did you get off to?
I just went to go look around, make sure there wasn't anything else out there.
What'd you see?
A couple burials.
I saw you in the village.
People were buried together for the most part.
You are.
Intentionally buried together?
Yeah. That's creepy.
What's your name?
Uh,
I'm sorry. You are.
Oh, my name's Jax. What's yours?
Jack. Morgan.
Morgan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's creepy?
That they were all buried together.
Oh.
Sorry, didn't.
Is Karn already like gotten tucked away or?
Yeah.
Is that a normal thing for bodies to be buried together? That's not normal, right?
Bandits sometimes that'll happen. People will kill bandits and then just bury all the bodies at once.
Okay. Do
These
these
didn't-
bodies look like bandits? I mean,
They
with
didn't
the
look-
clothing they were wearing, maybe, or
Could be. I mean, it could be
Okay.
farmers. It could be.
could be anything.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to tell. Okay. Weird.
When Karn wakes up, I'll ask him if this is something he sees often when chasing the storm.
Oh, like things coming alive. That makes sense. That makes total sense. It's the storm's fault.
Well, I'll ask Karn.
Maybe.
Wait,
Everything's the
there's a
storm's fault.
storm that brings.
We're still speculating.
There was a sentient part to it, yeah.
There's a sentient storm.
Yeah, it was a figure
I'm just gonna
in
glare
the
at you
sky.
every time you say a big word.
Sorry.
It was picking up rocks and scoopfuls of earth and throwing them upon town. It sucked up the rest of the caravan and whirled them into a tornado. Something. Anyway, crashed them on the ground, killing everybody.
That's terrible.
It is terrible. It rained rocks.
Anything you've heard before? You said your name was Morgan, right?
Yeah.
Anything you've ever seen or heard?
Nothing I've even ever heard of before. No.
Sentient storm.
What kind of things do you sell?
Normally?
Just fireworks, or
No. Fireworks are a specialty that apparently your village and some of the others in this area order from time to time. Ships come in from Tien bringing them.
okay?
I sell whatever's available. I don't make anything myself. I just carry the goods in my wagon.
Okay.
Or at least I did. He looks back at it.
Well, it's just a broken wheel. You should be able to get that fixed pretty quick.
I don't even know how I would push it back to town. It's
Well-
a full day that way. If my horses run off, it may be easier just to go collect my debts and start afresh in Riddleport.
We may yet encounter your horses down the road.
That's true. If I could bring them back or use them to go and get a wheel, then that might be what I do.
Oh, I'm sorry for your luck.
I'm still alive.
Sometimes they spook.
How hurt does he
Sometimes
look?
they spook a long ways.
Well, she hit him with a pretty good wave of healing
Okay,
magic, so he's
okay.
moving
For
around
a
okay.
commoner, yeah.
Okay.
Well, if he's a commoner.
Yeah, he's moving around pretty good.
All right.
So it takes the 4 of you, or 5 of you, he like looks over at the tent, to Riddleport.
Looking for answers.
Vengeance.
For the storm that wrecked.
Someone
that town.
wronged you in Riddleport?
Well,
Did you not just hear the explanation about the storm?
Oh, you think the storm went to Riddleport?
We think the answers to finding the storm
Yeah,
are in Riddleport.
The answers might be in Riddleport.
Oh, okay.
At least that's where we're hoping.
Why Riddleport?
Vast
hang out at the
knowledge.
tent.
There's vast knowledge there.
The Ulfin?
He's been at this for a while, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Morgan.
Oh, Kazmal.
Casmal.
Get up and like go over to shake
You
his
are?
hand.
Von Venetrina.
Von Venetrina. It's a lovely name. It rolls off the tongue very well.
Thank you.
You got a hand in your face.
Yeah, like I walk
Yeah,
over.
you,
shakes
you
it.
guys will shake your hand.
I'm Bork.
Of course you are. I've heard of you.
Pardon?
Bork the Goblin of Storm's End. Musician of some renown.
I don't know about that. And I like look at them like,
Modest and full of himself.
It's nice to meet you, Morgan.
It was nice to be rescued by you, Bork.
Actually, if you don't mind, I'm gonna sit down and decompress.
Looks like that hurts.
Don't do that. That's
It does.
disgusting.
And I pull out my guitar. And just proceed to like start belting out some awful goblin tune. However,
There
doing
shouldn't-
so, I cast Soothe on myself,
Okay.
which heals 1d10 plus 4 hit points. Or 7.
There shouldn't be
So are
any.
you feeling pretty good now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There shouldn't be any natural predators around tonight.
Let's hope. Or it drew
Much better.
everything in for miles.
That would be the unnatural ones.
It takes like a minute of just shrill hooting.
So
and
I heard combat. So the The dead did rise. That's what you were fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's what it looked like to me. Yes.
never seen those before.
He gets like a real look of concern at that. It's like, oh.
Well, you travelers don't come across undead all the time?
All the time? No.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know.
That would be terrifying. Then, like, my face is healed up quite a bit. Like, the scab
Yeah,
is gone
yeah.
and it's just pink now. Or, I guess, gray?
I was setting snares in these woods like 2 months ago, and
Did you catch an undead?
no,
Okay.
squirrel.
Undead squirrel?
Nope.
Just kidding.
Dead squirrel.
Pickle.
That's actually the finger on this glove right here.
No, when I was in Riddleport, there was talk about some of the dead not resting easy.
How so? What did you hear?
That
So
the dead
it's-
weren't resting easy.
So
Like,
it's
I don't-
In
widespread.
Riddleport or
Yeah,
everywhere?
well, it was in Riddleport. It was bar talk. Our caravan came through Riddleport to gather the fireworks and some other things, and there was just some of the talk. There was just kind of an undercurrent of things going on that one of the local cemeteries was having a problem with undead. It's not unheard of course, but it's not all that common either.
Perhaps
But
they haven't.
that Riddleport is some ways from here.
Quite
So-
a ways.
Could be much more widespread than we originally thought.
Oh, I got nothing. I was just thinking about this.
Uh-huh. How many days does it take to travel to Riddleport? In 10 days? 12 days?
Depending on how the weather holds up, on foot from Storm's End, probably 9 or 10 days. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a long way.
Yeah. Let's hope it doesn't start snowing a whole bunch. That'll make our travels a lot
You
slower.
hear from Karn's tent. Longer if we stop this quickly each day.
It's freaking dark.
He's hardcore.
He'd probably be more inclined to, see
Tomorrow,
things from our point of view if he'd pull the stick out of his butt.
That sounds like some good lyrics.
we can have one more day of rest like this, because we have had to recover from the past couple of days, and we'll hit it hard tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stop early today, that'll be fine.
Very practical of you.
Well, I better get to bed then.
That's what I like about you. Your practicality.
I get up. Good night.
Break it down in easy steps.
I'll go over and get my bed.
Good night, gentlemen.
All right.
And Goblin.
Really?
Wait, I thought you take offense to gentlemen.
No, I'm a
Okay.
male goblin.
Well, but Gentle Goblin then. How about that?
That works. We'll go with that.
Okay.
I like that better. Thank
Okay.
you.
Gentle Blinn.
Morgan looks at you. He's like, "There's room on the wagon floor if you wish."
Ooh, thank you. I set my guitar up there. Sit back down next to the fire. Fire.
He goes and gets into the wagon.
I take watch.
Mm-hmm.
I was ready to watch
We
my
should
game.
sit back to back. Like you watch that way and I'll watch this way.
It's warmer that way.
About 30 minutes or so after the others kind of bed down, you guys are up there. The first few flakes start falling.
Yeah.
When that happens, I will climb into the back of the wagon.
I feel like kind of happy. Like yes.
And they're not like little powdery flakes either. They're like the really big wet flakes.
Ooh.
Lake effect.
I stick my tongue out.
You both did it at the same time.
Roll over and look out of the. Are you guys having a moment?
No.
Okay.
Huh?
Roll back into my bedroll is like Ulfin size too, so it's just like this
Nest.
tripled up, like yeah. Sleeps in like a ball of blankets.
Finds out too late that two of his brothers are still in it.
What was that? Somebody get me a club. Not anymore.
So, but yeah, the snow starts falling, and it's a few flakes at first, and then just nonstop.
Yeah.
And then the wind slows, so it's not like a blizzard condition, but it also means those clouds are moving slower and taking their time to blanket the land.
Dump all over us.
Yep.
Excellent. Should we watch from underneath the caravan so we don't get soaked?
Sure.
You know, like dig a new fire pit and get the fire a little closer.
Yep.
Just dig a fire trench and scoot.
So yeah,
Well, I enjoy the quiet, I guess.
yeah, yeah. It
Snow
does.
is always quiet.
It does. It does kind of quiet things. I'm gonna have you both make a perception check. This is about a
No,
half an
it's
hour
supposed to be a
later.
nice, peaceful night.
Nice, supposed to pass uneventfully.
It's see if you hear the carolers coming.
Oh.
Oh,
well,
nice.
Well, I don't want... Give me zombies or something. Carolers.
17.
It depends on whether or not they've got bourbon
24.
eggnog.
Okay.
Okay.
So you both hear off in the distance, further north, something crunching through the forest. Like it's heavy, and it's moving through the forest. It's not moving. You don't think that it's moving towards you. But there's just something big, a big animal, maybe like a bear.
Is it a moose?
Could be a
See, it
moose.
always comes back to moose.
But it's just kind of moving, just step at a time, one step at a time.
An interesting night for an animal to be walking around.
Go smother the goblin if he starts to snore.
Look at our tiny noses. You think we're going to snore out of that? No, we are not bulldogs. Or pugs. Both of you zip it.
So...
I have sharp, pointy teeth. Remember that.
I'll just keep tabs on that.
Okay.
Yep.
After a few minutes, you don't hear it anymore.
But how far off did it sound like it was?
It was a distance. Like you kind of like over the crackling of the fire. At first, you're like, fire got really loud all of a sudden.
Right.
And you're like, that's kind of coming behind us.
Hmm.
And then it's like, okay, no, there's something moving out there. You listen for a while, and you hear it moving, and it gets quieter and quieter, and finally stops.
Things are a lot spookier when you're looking for danger.
Things have been a lot spookier since the storm.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, there have been many nights where I've camped out and heard animals walking around in the forest, and it has not bothered me. But I feel so on guard and creeped out by everything now.
Is that an owl?
Mm-hmm.
Our whole lives have been turned upside down.
Yeah. I don't think it's quite soaked in yet.
What was that?
Barn owl?
Oh, yeah.
Eyeball the druid, doppelganger.
No, it's good. We're good. So...
Who's second watch?
I was third.
You
Karn.
were third. Karn was second.
I'll wake up with Karn then.
Well, we'll see who wakes who up.
Yeah. Remember, we sleep like cats.
Were we
18 hours
supposed
a
to
day.
wake Karn up next?
Yeah, probably.
And
But in like 30-minute spurts.
who else were we supposed to? We were supposed to wake up Jax or
I believe Jax and Morgan, was that his name? The caravan men.
we weren't gonna wake up him, were we? I think we want to actually keep an eye on Karn. So we should either wake up Bork or Jax.
Bork's louder. Yeah, totally Bork.
Totally Bork.
So you guys, after a few hours go by, you guys go rouse. Who wakes up who? How you doing it?
I'll go wake up Karn.
Okay.
Just like
No. I don't want to lose a finger.
Shoot for it.
stand outside his tent and like kick it a little bit. Be like, hey, it's your turn for watch.
You do that. He like opens up the flap. Has like his armor on already. Like looks like he'd already been awake for a few minutes. He starts getting out.
Did you sleep in your armor?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, like pushes his blonde hair back. I mean, for his rudeness, he's still, very statuesque.
Ugh.
I'll go shake the ball of blankets. I make sure it's like not an open.
Blankets just erupt at you. And Bork like shoots straight up, like dagger in hand, pointing towards the sky, like, set spears! I'm awake.
Morgan wakes up at that. It's like wakes up. He's like looking around, like, "Are we being attacked?"
Sorry, no.
Whoa,
No, I'm
my
not.
bad.
You're there.
That was vivid.
I didn't lose a finger.
I'm putting my dagger away. Where's my hat? Is it my turn for watch?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Hat.
Yeah, he gets out,
Mustache.
picks up his axe, picks up his shield.
Okay.
Rapier.
I'm like eyeballing his tent, like
Like
Just go crawl on it.
everything is really neat in his tent too. Like everything is really well organized and
interesting. I'm like looking around, just trying to get a peek into his
sure.
just like private, like what
Yeah, his
what's he
pack,
got going
like
on?
his
What's-
pack is
You're
his pack is
snooping.
kind of like in the
I'm
corner.
snooping. Yeah.
The way the tent is, like there's like a fire pit in his tent, like a small one that he's had going. There's like a
He had that big of a tent?
his tent's big. His tent would probably fit almost the whole party.
What a rude, I'm like,
But he's statuesque.
I jumped down out of the wagon.
Pick it up, throw it back in the way.
No, I'm like holding onto it like this.
Now that we're sleeping, right?
No, I'm just, it's like a,
Comfort?
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he walks. He gets out. And he kind of walks up to the fire for the moment. And you're bedding down at that point. Or?
Yeah, I'd probably take my armor off. Like down to my padded armor.
Has there been anything unusual?
There was something moving off that direction, but it moved away large. Didn't seem like it cared if it made noise.
Okay.
it's a pretty nice tent.
Thank you.
Have you encountered the undead while chasing the storm? Like after the storm? Did this seem to happen?
I've encountered undead before. I don't know if it's tied to the storm.
Thought I'd ask. Just in case.
I'll think on it.
I've been roaming these woods for years. I've never seen these. Because we're still within like my bubble of hunting and
Yeah.
trapping. And,
I think once or twice.
All right. Well,
I've encountered undead in my travels altogether. I don't know if any time was right after a storm, though.
might be unrelated. Just concerning. I said not while people are sleeping.
I'm just doing that. Just like, just You can barely hear it.
It's like all you can hear out in the woods.
So you're sitting there playing.
No, I'm just like,
The snow will muffle it.
Yeah, it's probably not that bad.
You are keeping watch as well.
quite.
Good. You guard the camp area. And he turns and he just starts walking north.
Don't need to get eaten by bears or moose.
Zombie moose.
Bears.
Zombie bears.
Zombie moose bears.
Okay, I'm not gonna think about this. Anyway, let's take guitar. I keep the fire going. Like stoked.
Crawl under the
Under the wagon,
wagon
next to the dwarf.
next to the door.
Hey.
Back to back, sir.
That'd be dangerous.
It's warm.
All right, so yeah, you guys doze off. You're hanging out.
Like walk around every so often.
You hear Karn in the woods for a little bit, then you don't hear him at all.
Okay. Hope we fell down a ravine. It was,
It's snowing pretty good too.
Does that mess with my dark vision at all?
No, but I mean, it
Okay.
messes with all vision.
Okay.
So. In so much as yes, it's snowing heavily.
Yeah, but it doesn't do like extra things. Like
Yeah.
dark vision isn't like thermal or something.
No.
Okay.
And yeah, after about an hour, he comes back, but not from the north.
Okay.
He just comes trudging back into the camp from the south.
Okay. Every so often get up, like walk around, around the far side of the wagon.
He comes up to you as he comes back in. Anything occur while I was gone?
No.
Good. He kind of stands by the fire, warms up for a minute. Heads back the way he came in.
Okay. Just like every so often walk around the far side of the wagon and make sure to look out and see if I can see anything like down the road.
Sure. Yeah, not a lot going on. And it's
Cool.
pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. And yeah, he disappears like that a couple of times in the night, comes back, warms up, goes back out again.
Okay.
Just ask each time if anything occurred. And the snow is piling up too. It's about half a foot of snow by the time your watch ends.
Oh, jeez.
And when Karn comes back and warms up again, who is the next watch?
I think it's Jackson. I thought the caravan Morgan was gonna. Maybe he wasn't. I honestly don't remember if he was gonna help or not. But we might as well share the load.
Jax is the insane one.
Yeah.
I'll wake up the Verusian then.
Fine.
And he pats you on the back. He's like, "You have this."
Oh, I know. I drag the shovel over there. And I get really close to his face. And I start poking him in the cheek. Jax, wake up, Jax. Wake up.
What?
It's your turn for watch.
Fine.
Does it sound like him normally?
Don't know, because you haven't heard him that early in the morning.
Okay.
Half asleep, so.
Okay. I take 2 steps back.
He sits up.
Hands still on the shovel.
You can put that down.
Alright. Wait.
Unless you'd like to hit me and put me back to sleep, which I might actually appreciate. I'll get up.
Still just hunkered down with the shovel.
Walk past you.
Karn steps, jumps out of the wagon. The Verusian will be up in a moment.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll come over and sit by the fire.
Yeah, Karn sits there for another moment, and then he gets up and walks back to his tent. Gets a little fire going in his fire pit again. And
Wait
seals
until
up the
Morgan
entrance.
hops down and then climb into the back of the wagon. When I do, I hand him the shovel. I'm like, you might need this.
What do I need? Did somebody else die
No, just for protection.
with a shovel?
It works. You just fong him over the head with it.
Okay.
Okay. And I go curl back up in my gigantic sleeping bedroll.
Back in the wagon.
Morgan, thank you for joining me.
Jax, yes.
Have a seat.
Actually, I'm going to stay moving around if that's okay. I think I'll help stay warmer. I didn't think it would snow this early. I didn't bring nearly warm enough apparel.
Yeah, snow.
I should know better. Northern Varissia is like this.
I just pick up a handful and like pack it together.
Makes a perfect snowball. Because it's wet snow.
I just look at it like, feel it in my fingers and like,
Well, okay then. He has like an extra coat on, like he got some extra clothing out of the. It's a pretty thin looking coat,
right.
but it looks like he has maybe another one on underneath it. And he like kind of warms up the fire, and then he puts his hands in his pockets and starts walking around, like around the perimeter. Not too far, like you see him in the firelight, even with the snow, like you could see him moving around.
I'm gonna look to the south. Just talking to myself at this point, unless he comes back. Arliss is sitting up on the top of the caravan or the wagon, just looking down. It's been a long time, Arliss. Thank you for coming to my call again. It's been a long time. Do you want to play him, or do you want me to play him?
You play him.
Okay.
Your bird.
You play all three.
Well, it's been quite a while. You seem at peace. I'm out of practice. It's been a long time. What are we looking for exactly? That's the question. I can't remember if I need to find my body or a way to reconstruct it. How are we going to find your body? That was like years ago? How, 50, 60, 70 years ago? I could not tell you. These traveling companions of yours, how well do you trust them? I've known them all my life. They seem nice enough. They're all kin to the Storm Chasers, was it? Yeah, that's...
Morgan comes walking back.
Did you see anything out there?
Who are you talking to?
I like to go over stories that I've read. It helps me relax.
Where did that bird come from?
It was a friend of mine, my grandfather's.
Don't see those up here.
The parrot just looks at him and then ruffles his feathers to shush the snow off it.
So
since the bird is on top of the wagon,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sleeping underneath the wagon, and he's next to the wagon, they're having a conversation. Would this wake me up?
it's up to you.
I feel like this would maybe wake me up, given
Okay.
the heightened sense of
He's not talking loud,
it's still a conversation.
but yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
depends on how you sleep. Some
Can
people.
we say there's a chance that it would wake me up?
Yeah. Like I said, it's up to you. You decide. If you want to wake up, you can wake up.
I'm just
Would you feel better rolling dice?
No. Well, maybe.
Yeah, you would.
Con check.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna quietly listen to this conversation.
So, did I hear you right? I thought I heard you say something about the Storm Chasers.
Yeah, they were the ones that found the city, the Storm's End, and yeah, they were my grandfather and her father, and all of our ancestors were the part of the Storm Chaser Company.
Really?
Yeah, you've heard of them?
Yes, of course I've heard of them.
Oh, I've never really been south of here, so I don't know. I really don't know much of our tale, so other than stories of old. So
I've heard the name is much more common in the Sodden Lands.
where's that?
It's very far south of here,
Like,
across the inner sea.
oh, that far. Wow. Yeah. What do you have you been to the Sodden Lands?
I used to travel on ships.
Truly.
Mm-hmm. And I've been to the Sodden Lands, yes. Even though my people are from here originally.
Well, then you've traveled much farther than I have. What do you know of Assyria?
Syria? Not a lot. I never made my way that far east.
Anduin? Have you been to Anduin?
Anduin? Oh, of course. But only
Interesting.
northern Anduin, and that was via land routes.
So what did you trade in your shipping?
Oh, I just worked on a ship at that point. I wasn't a trader.
Oh, you didn't have your own trading.
No, I was saving my wages to get started on such a thing.
To come back here or
Yeah, of course.
and start trading?
Why would anyone want to live anywhere outside of Rissia?
Well, I hear Assyria is nice this time of year.
I hear Syria is very hot all times of year.
Yeah, it is glorious. So I've been told. So what job will you get into after you leave here?
I don't know. It depends on how well the people of the towns I pass through will keep to their words and pay me the debts that are owed. When I get back to Riddleport, I may have enough to get a new wagon and horses if I can't find mine on the way. And if I don't, then I guess I will figure out what to do then.
So what stories have you heard about the Storm Chasers?
Oh, I heard that they were a group of adventurers that traveled some years ago. Their story is faded here, but I know that they're more well known down in the Sodden Lands.
Like, what are they known for specifically? I mean, did they
High heroics.
stop some tyrant or...
Oh, I don't believe that's what they were doing. I think they were treasure hunters more than anything.
Oh. I wonder if any of that treasure is left around. That'd be certainly nice.
Well, I think Storm's End is the result of some of those treasures.
Yeah, treasures. Yeah, I assume. That's unfortunate. I mean, good for Storm's End. Unfortunate because I could use some of that gold right now.
Oh, what would you do with the gold if you had it?
Well, I'd certainly rebuild Storm's End after it's been mostly destroyed. Rebuild my family's ranch because, we were attacked, so it wasn't didn't leave us in a great state. So we'll see.
So, you're descended from one of the storm chasers, though. 'Cause I had heard your mayor, Lael, he was a storm chaser. Yes.
Yeah, he was one of the last few alive.
And who's your relative?
Let me check my notes real quick because I forgot. I have everything written down, but my father's name. He was, Roman. He was a ranger in the group.
Roman. Mordecai?
Yeah.
You're of the Mordecai line.
Yeah. How do you know that name?
Roman Mordecai?
Yeah.
He's one of the storm chasers.
Yeah, but there was many of them. You know that one specifically.
Well, as I said, I've heard many stories of the storm chasers.
No.
There were others that he adventured with, though, were there not?
Yeah, most of the ones that retired in
I mean,
Storm's End.
Lael Griffin, your mayor, is he's a cleric of Desna, I believe.
He was a cleric of Desna. He's no longer of this earth.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. A casualty of this freak storm?
Yes.
I also follow Desna. It's a kindred spirit.
Hmm.
Wish I'd gotten a chance to speak with him.
Yeah, you should have taken a moment. Though those events might have led to your untimely death if you had stayed longer.
There is that. Your Ulfin friend over there, like, nods to the tent.
We'll call him an acquaintance.
Not from your village, then.
No.
So guide you hired, then?
No, just somebody who's familiar with the area. So, not a guide, but traveling in that way. So
he's not from your village, then?
no.
Oh. So this is what you're doing then? The four of you following in your forebears' footsteps?
We have things we need to find. Yes,
That's exciting.
isn't it?
It is. This could be the birth of a new adventuring company.
Well, that is certainly the goblins' position in our party, to pull together the stories of what happens and put them to song.
He's a descendant too.
Distant, yes.
So his ancestor, what was his name? Scooge.
Yes, Scooge.
It's funny because when you travel to the Soddenlands, you hear him spoken of in some degrees of reverence.
Scooge?
But the further you get from the Soddenlands, the more the story changes. He's omitted in many stories up here. He's not even spoken of, as if he did not exist. Down in Cheliax, they speak of him as a slave, that he was indentured to the group.
Well, I hear that's what Chiliax is like.
But down near where the group headquartered, he is spoken of in much more reverent tones.
Tell me, what city did they headquarter in?
Well, I don't know if they call it a headquarter as much of a place where they would celebrate. But the city doesn't stand anymore.
Truly.
Well, the eye destroys many things near it, and it does shift from time to time.
The eye, yes. So it's in...
Have you ever seen... Oh, you've never been...
I've never
been
been that far south, no.
The eye is a sight. I've seen it.
At this point, I come rolling out of the back of the wagon, like
Okay.
still like half asleep, like wander off into the woods.
Okay.
Gone for like maybe a minute.
Which way do you go?
Just I don't know, like
Okay.
wagons
Well,
here,
you get out
fires
and
here. I
there's-
go that way.
Okay, there's a bunch of snow when you get
Yeah, that's fine. And then a minute later, come back tying my breeches, and climb back into the wagon and go back to sleep.
So the city was in the eye of the path?
It was at the edge of the eye.
Did the city have a name?
I don't recall, honestly.
Nothing of story or legend? I would like to see that.
Well, Riddleport would be a good first step then.
Is there somebody in particular I should ask for?
So I'll just see what ships are heading that way.
Well, no, I mean, like, who might know about the Storm Chasers and the legends?
It's usually the type of stories told over drinks in dockside taverns.
So in a bar or tavern?
But if I think of anything, I'll let you know.
That would be nice. Thank you.
No problem. I'm happy I can be of some assistance back at least.
Indeed. I look to the... Is the sun starting to come
Sun's
up?
starting to come up. The snow's starting to slow down. You guys got about 8 inches of snow altogether.
Oof.
And it's that nice, wet, heavy snow. Not powder.
I'll get up and I'll start building the fire up for make some morning breakfast and to warm people up from being cold.
Okay.
Well, I certainly hope you find your way, Morgan.
I hope you do too, Jax. I wish all of you would do that. I'm so thankful you saved me. I mean, if I had been still stuck under that wagon when the snow fell, I'd have perished overnight.
I think these zombies would have eaten you, but
I don't want to think about that.
yeah.
Is there food cooking, you said?
I was getting ready to
Okay.
start pulling out some rations.
Well, let me do one last walk around the perimeter.
Okay. Wait till he's a good ways off.
Okay.
Something about him. Yeah, I picked it up too. A little more information than probably should have had for 50-year-old legends, 60-year-old, no, 70-year-old,
60-ish?
60-year-old legends, but perhaps. I don't know. And just start making food. You guys smell
Probably waking
bacon.
up. Yep.
Yeah, get food cooking.
Sweet.
They're getting
Right.
armor on.
The second I hear bacon sizzling, I'm like,
Getting my winter clothes out. And
Karn gets out of his tent. Just gets out and heads straight south. He has his axe, has his shield.
Doesn't even pack up his tent or anything?
No, south is just into the woods on the other side of the road, so he just...
Oh, gotcha.
well, I guess I'm gonna go see what that's all about. Because I was already getting my armor and stuff on. I'm like, doop doop.
Maybe
Odd.
he's going to the bathroom.
morning ablutions.
Well, he wouldn't have certainly left his tent, so.
Want to go to the bathroom? Yes.
But, you know, with sword and or axe and shield, that seems a little odd.
Whatever. If he's not going to communicate with us, don't chase him down to try to make him.
That's right.
How many times have we yelled at him for being cryptic? If he wants to continue to be such,
All right.
Anyways, here's some bacon and some
keep
He
an
bread.
clearly doesn't need anybody to watch out for him.
I keep an ear out.
Comes back about 20 minutes later. He has like a line with like 2 squirrels and a rabbit on it.
Setting snares.
See? Nothing that big a deal. Serve up some bacon and bread.
I make a bacon sandwich.
Anything odd last night?
You asking him? Or you asking
Karn.
Karn?
Mhm.
Yeah, so he goes over and sits in front of his tent and starts cleaning the animals, outside of his tent. There is some tracks to the north where you spoke of. Looks like either maybe an ogre or a young hill giant wandered through.
So not a moose.
Did I hear somebody say moose?
Not a moose.
Probably something
Oh.
I've not seen in our area before as well either. Like,
What in the heck?
more scavengers? Is it heading away from town?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I didn't follow its tracks too far, but it seemed like it was moving away from us. And I went back and checked a couple of times last night, and it never doubled back.
Is it
Was it-
paralleling the road?
It seemed to for a little bit, but I don't know which way this road bends. There's a split coming up.
Or if it's looking for horses?
Was it wearing boots?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Why would you ask that?
I don't know if they wear boots or not. I was curious.
Okay.
Fairly certain it was barefoot.
Now I'm curious.
Like, on top of that, who would be a cobbler for a ogre?
Maybe they make their own boots.
So they have, like, ogre towns?
Anyways, I start.
You see where I'm
rolling
going with this?
Yep.
Start rolling up my bed. And packing up.
Morgan gets into the wagon. You can hear him like rummaging around a little bit. Like, comes out a few minutes later with a pack that looks about half as full as any of your packs. Dean like looks at your guys' packs and he goes back into the wagon. And you hear him kind of like fighting with something, and he comes out and he has like the it's a thin mattress, but it's definitely bigger than like a bedroll. But like the mattress to the cot, he has like rolled up and attached to his pack.
Blankets work just fine if you pack.
I have those too.
Okay.
Travel safe, Morgan. Which direction you headed?
Oh, I was
He's
gonna
going
see if I
with
could find
us.
my horses.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
coming with
offered
us.
yesterday to help me find my horses if they were on the road ahead.
Yeah.
oh, you. So we're just gonna go in the same direction.
Is that okay?
No,
Yes.
that's fine.
Yes, that's fine.
He forgets things sometimes. Entire conversations.
It's because we hit him in the head with a shovel.
That's not wrong.
Gives you the shovel back. Okay.
So let's head out.
Have everything you want or need out of your
Yeah, like-
wagon?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think there are any brigands. Zombies, yes. Apparently an ogre. Maybe a
there's
moose.
an ogre.
Or a hill giant.
That was something.
Either doesn't make it better.
Well, okay, but I don't think it's going to come over here and steal his wagon.
I don't think things are ever going to be the same for us again.
Nope.
Time to move on.
Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah, and he like goes over to the wagon and like kind of like goes under the wagon where you guys were, and he like where and he like there's like a little compartment that he opens under the wagon. It's like planks you guys were probably staring at half the night. And he like reaches up inside and he's like, you hear him like fumbling around, kind of like and then he like pulls out like a short sword. It's in a scabbard.
Nice.
It's like, well, okay. And he like straps it on, you know, to his belt.
Do you know how to use that thing?
The pointy end goes in the other person.
It's a good start.
Yep.
There you go.
Is he taking the canvas off of his wagon and everything too for like a tent and stuff? Or no?
No, they're like wooden covered. They're
Oh,
like,
wood covered
They're like,
wagon.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
it was a hard covered wagon.
It is not a simple wagon.
Oh, see,
No.
I didn't think it was like fully enclosed. I thought it was like cloth wood.
No, it's like it's
Not
a-
like has a door too, but
yeah, like this is a merchant thing where they
Okay.
can open up the sides. and
yeah, I
sort of-
gotcha. Okay, that makes way more sense then.
Should ask him if he has any mustaches.
I have a mustache. I'm wearing it right now.
I thought you wanted an extra one in case you lose that one.
That's a good point. Do you sell any fake mustaches?
I don't. That was my cousin.
I'm sorry for your loss.
He was a thief.
You're wearing stolen merchandise.
Well, I don't think he
Did
stole
he
them.
steal the hair to make the mustaches?
I don't believe so.
Well, so we
Fair, I
go.
Fine.
shouldn't speak bad of the dead.
Indeed. Let's head out.
Yup.
Should get going down the road. We have a long day ahead of us.
All right. And yeah, as you guys start walking, the sun comes out, and it is blinding.
So, just slightly off topic, I heal a hit point, right?
Yes, everybody
Okay.
heals a hit point for the night's rest.
Woo!
Yeah, and like
So I got, like, big
Carnage, you guys are
fresh
like getting breakfast. Like he finishes and like, you know, skins the animals and just like hangs the carcasses from his belt and gets his tent all wrapped up and folds up, and it's like the lower half of his pack is this tent structure. But yeah, he gets his pack out, gets everything together, very efficient. And yeah, you guys
Traveling down the road.
start your journey. Like I said, it is blindingly bright, but it feels warmer today. Like that cold wind, like the wind has stopped, and even though the land is blanketed in snow, as the sun comes out, like the temperature rises, and with the sun reflecting off of all the white too, it feels a little bit warmer, to the point where it's like probably like mid 40s, and everything starts to melt
Nice.
right away. This nice wet heavy snow starts very quickly turning into slush.
Great.
I
Getting
mean,
right
8
in
inches.
our
That's like hip deep to you, right?
No. It's like knee high.
I mean, half of a goblin's height is head.
Right.
Yeah.
So there.
It's true.
But yeah, as you guys get up, like you feel a little more like after the horrible events that happened in home and facing the Walking Dead, like just the pristine white and the bright sun just kind of gives you a little sense of maybe everything isn't all that bad. And that's where we're going to wrap the session tonight.
All right.
As you guys begin your journey the next morning. And I haven't given out any XP yet. Like, this occurred to me. I know. So
Did all that level 1 style.
So now, Pies, I've been reading a lot on how XP awards work. And I'm using the middle track, which is 1,000 XP every level to go up a level. And they say, like, I forget their exact numbers on it. But they also count it as a 4-hour session. We play like a 2.5-hour session. So for the first session, which is a nice solid roleplay session, I'm going to give 100 XP to everybody for. The second session, which has a little more danger and a little more conflict in it, I'm going to give 200 XP for that session. And then this one is kind of a middle ground. Like, we had nice little combat. I mean, there's a lot of good roleplaying too. I'm going to give 150 XP up for this session. So that should put everybody at 450 XP, about halfway to second level. And my hope is that we'll have the party level up every 4 to 6 sessions as we go through, because yeah, the XP awards stay consistent regardless of what level you are. It's just that certain monsters go down. All monsters go down as you level up,
Right.
because their difficulty becomes less compared to your level. Anyhow, for our audience at home watching, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, guys. And couple things really quick. We're getting really close to 300 followers. When we hit 300, we are doing a giveaway of the Gloomhaven board game. It is a set we used on our show, Dungeon Delvers. Any of the models that were used were painted by me, so those are available as well. If you want to be eligible for the giveaway, go to our website, chaoticnight.com, and register on our newsletter. We don't actually have a newsletter, but it's a way for us to get your email address. So if you win, we can say, hey, you won, where do we mail this to? And that is going to happen when we hit 300 followers. We're giving that away for free. If you haven't already, make sure to follow us here. You can subscribe as well. And look for us on all our social media. Once again, chaoticnight.com has all of our social media information on there. You guys can go there and find it. You guys want to do any shout-outs before we end for the night?
Primed and ready tomorrow?
Primed and ready tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It's Thursday tomorrow, right?
Yep.
I'm like losing days here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Primed and ready tomorrow is our painting and chat show.
Let's see if who we got on.
I don't think we're raiding anybody tonight, are we?
No, I mean like who is watching us.
We got a few people.
We could
We got a
raid
few
somebody.
people.
Well,
Just
Gamers
looking to
Savant
see.
had they're 6 months in a row with us
Yeah,
now.
Gamers
All
Savant.
right, Gamers
Thank you so
Savant,
much
thanks.
for subscribing 6 months. That's like almost from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And
Awesome.
Hey, production, do we have anybody to raid?
I see some names I don't recognize, so thank you, people I don't recognize, for sticking with us and watching us.
Big Danny Dandon.
yeah, and
Oh, wait. Who do we think Big Danny Dan is? He didn't say anything. Maybe it's who I'm hoping it is.
I hope so.
That'd be. Oh wait, he's saying some things.
yeah, he said a
talked
couple
I
about
of
it.
it.
see. Yep, I see now.
Couple
I
of it.
wasn't watching for the last couple of minutes, so.
And we're and we got RPG out of the box next Monday.
Yes, RPG out of the box, and listen, of course we have our
This thus concludes our week of role playing.
role playing. We got Prime ready in the next 2 days. Anyhow, guys, I think we'll call it a wrap there.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning. Do we have anybody there, production?
Just these guys streaming D&D.
That's fine.
Just some guys like us.
Send
Yeah.
it to the little
Do it.
guys.
Do it. Rate
Thanks
it
for
up.
Send it
paying
to the
attention
guys.
to our bedlam.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so much for
watching.
watching
Thanks,
us.
Bye.
Bye.